Great blessed Thanksgiving Day, and we want to thank the New Shiloh Baptist Church and the Empowerment Temple for those great spoken word ministries.
Amen. And we want to invite everyone to tune in to our regular Grace and Glory broadcast every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. here on ABC2. And so until this coming Sunday morning, we want you to walk in the grace and live in the glory.
Right here on Grace and Glory.
I pray you'll be eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be.
Looking for a flexible, hands-on career? If you want to get into a field where you can make the decisions that are right for you, Test College offers an exciting massage therapy program. Receive career training in various types of massage, along with the business aspects of massage therapy. Gain the foundation in anatomy and physiology that can help you excel in this rewarding career field. You can develop the skills to create your own business and become your own boss. For a career you can be in control of, call Test College today at 1-866-318-3778. That's 1-866-31-TESST.
Chief Meteorologist Norm Lewis, weeknights on ABC2 News.
Back up, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back up, I'll take you on.
No one will be backing down today as the Loyola Dons clash with the Calvert Hall Cardinals for the 85th time. The Thanksgiving tradition continues. ABC2 Sports presents the Baltimore County Savings Bank Turkey Bowl. The Loyola Dons versus the Calvert Hall Cardinals.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to M&T Bank Stadium. It's Loyola 9-1 against Calvert Hall 3-7, but throw out the records. This is the Turkey Bowl. Scott Garceau and Stan White with you in the drizzle here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Stan, you've coached against these teams. You know the tradition of this game. What are you looking for today?
I'm looking for a hard-fought football game. Really, Calvert Hall's 3-7, but they played some of the toughest teams in the state, and they played them to a standstill. And you know the emotions are going to be at this game. And you remember last year, Loyola was a big favorite and went down to the last second in that game. I expect it to be a tough battle on both sides. Two good football teams.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the top players in this game. Our Murray Cellular players of the game, starting on the Loyola side. Stan, they've kind of got a slash in Brady Smith. He can do it all.
Yeah, he can play running back. He can play quarterback. He can play wide receiver. You can see his body control there with that. He's going to play Division I football, and I think he's going to be a really good football player.
You see some of the numbers on Brady Smith right there. Their defensive player to watch is Rob Utz. Rob Utz, a linebacker, and he's made big plays for that Loyola defense. I think in 7 of their 10 games, Stan, they've held opponents to 7 points or less.
Very good defense, and the guy is very active. All the linebackers for Loyola are active. They pursue the ball well, and you can see they can do something when they get the ball. Both these guys play both ways. They're very good two-way players for Loyola.
There you see the numbers on Rob Utz. Over on the Calvert Hall side, the Murray Cellular players of the game, we start with their big play guy, Mike Newton. He is a scoring machine. Stan, he's got over 100 points this season.
Yeah, he's got great moves. He's not a big back, but he's a guy that can really make you miss. He can find a hole. He's quick, and he also plays both ways. A very good defensive back also.
So he's the guy that when they talk about not giving up the big play, you're talking about Mike Newton. On the defensive side, Dane Robinson, a good tough player up front, puts pressure on the quarterback. What do you see from him?
I think he's got a great football body. You know, he's tall, lanky. He's going to fill out even more, and he can play some tight end too. Very good blocker in their 2 tight end sets. he's a key to them winning the football game today.
All right, there you have some of the top players. Let's take a look at our underarm advantage keys to the game, and this is what the coaches think will be important in this morning's game. First, Brian Abbott from Loyola says they need to hang on to the football and keep penalties under control. He says we can't lose our composure.
Well, we're getting the coaching accent here. You know, you keep that means he thinks he's got the better team and doesn't want to make mistakes.
And Jay Robinson over on the other side, his Under Armour advantage. He too says limiting turnovers and also limit Loyola's big plays.
Well, that tells you he knows what type of offense Loyola has, that they have skilled players who can take the ball all the way. And if you can stop that, you minimize and make them earn their points, you got a lot better chance of staying in the game.
All right, well, you and I head for the dry press box. Jamie Costello will be down here handling the elements.
Yeah, ask me how the field conditions are, Stan.
How the field conditions, Jamie?
It's a $300 million stadium. They pay thousands of dollars to guys to come out here and squeegee this field. Nothing's going to happen. It's going to be great. At halftime, we're going to have a nice feature on the late George Young, who's put a lot of money. Beautiful building over at Calvert Hall. And, of course, we'll cherish the moments of Van Brooks. A lot of 25s and a lot of forearms out here. Signs decorating the entire M&T Bank Stadium. And we'll talk to both coaches at halftime, have everything right here on the field.
All right, Jamie, we can hear the Calvert Hall fans over here. They're ready to go, and we're just about ready to kick this one off. Back for the 85th meeting between Loyola and Calvert Hall next on 2 Sports.
The Baltimore County Savings Bank Turkey Bowl. Brought to you by Baltimore County Savings Bank. Come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank. Murray Cellular Associates. One-stop shopping for all your wireless needs. And Under Armour. The advantage is undeniable.
Tonight at 11, they were tested by thousands of pint-sized experts.
It was cool.
Only ABC 2 News made a list and checked it twice. The toys every kid wants this season after The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Tonight on the latest at 11.
Hi, everybody. Fred Manfor for Adams Jeep in Aberdeen. I'm with Lloyd Hawk. He's thrilled to be part of such a great Baltimore tradition.
Well, Loyola Calvert Hall is a game is a great tradition here in Baltimore. It's been going on for many, many years, and it's a tradition of Thanksgiving that we enjoy here at Adams Jeep. A lot of our customers are Loyola and Calvert Hall students, teachers, and graduates, and we just want to wish them all a happy Thanksgiving.
Adams Jeep in Aberdeen on Route 22, just a long fly ball from Ripken Stadium.
This is our house. Everything you have trained for your entire life has prepared you for this moment. All I want to talk about is how big they are, and that this is the year they knock us off. Well, when they come in here, they got to play our game in our house, and nobody beats us in our house.
We must protect this house!
With today's low interest rates, there's never been a better time to come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank for a fixed-rate home equity loan or a line of credit. Pay off high-interest credit cards, make home improvements, or pay for college tuition. Baltimore County Savings Bank makes the application and settlement for your home equity loan quick and easy. Call or visit baltcosavings.com for today's low rates. You'll get more from your home when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank. FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
Everyone wants to get into the act.
Watch these players try to dethrone Ken Jennings on the next Jeopardy!
Tonight at 7 on WMAR-TV, ABC 2.
Chief Meteorologist Norm Lewis, weeknights on ABC 2 News.
And happy Thanksgiving. How about this, Stan? The sun is breaking out just as we get ready to tee it up. We had some heavy downpours and slight drizzle during our open of the show, but looks like we're in for a good day of football.
The sun always shines on these big rivalry games, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to do on Thanksgiving.
This is the 85th meeting. Loyola leads the all-time series 43-33 with 8 games ending in ties. Vince Rampola to kick it off, number 31. Back deep, Devin Gordon, along with Casey Creaney. And the Turkey Bowl is underway. And that one's going to go out of bounds, and the flag goes down. So the opening kickoff out of bounds as we check out the Carroll Fuel starting lineup.
Joe Lennon, the Loyola Middle School.
Brady Smith, St. John, Westminster.
Rob Utz, St. Joseph's, Cockeysville.
John Henry Clayton, St. John's, Westminster.
Bobby Lennon, Loyola Middle School.
Devin Gordon, Ruxton Country School.
Matt Cranston, the Loyola Middle School.
Pete Prosser, the Loyola Middle School.
Trey Valeggia, the Loyola Middle School.
Dan Protzman, Hereford Middle School.
Brandon Murphy, the Loyola Middle School.
All right, here come the Loyola Dons. Joe Lennon, the quarterback. He's a junior. And he gives it to Rob Utz. Utz tries to cut back, finds some room, and gets across the 40 to the 41. Picked up 6 on the first play. Let's go and take a look at the Calvert Hall defense.
Mike Stangram, St. Ursula School.
Alex Mazaros, Westminster.
No huddle.
Danny Robinson, the Pineville Middle School. Ryan Walkley, Norabelle School.
Nick Carr, Pineville Middle School.
Adam Sellers, Perry Hall Middle School.
Andrew Kibler,
Hereford Middle School.
Adam Williams, St. Mary's Middle School.
Brian Irvin, St. Anthony School. David Harry, Glendale Middle School. Mike Newton, Pete Marley Middle School.
And Stan, a little no huddle there for the Dons at a false start.
Yeah, they came out with something. They don't use a lot of tight ends.
Defense, first down.
At the first play of the game, they came out with 2 tight ends. Just a little different wrinkle. You like to do that to the defense to sort of throw them off in their thinking. Calvert Hall, 2 penalties already. When to cut down on penalties mistakes, the kick out of bounds gives them a 35 and an offsides.
Was Walkley offside, so out of the shotgun come the Dons. First down and 10. Lennon with it. Throws upfield and is caught across midfield down to the 49-yard line. Pickup of about 6 on the play will bring up second down and 4.
That was just an all-stop pattern. They just go down all 4 wide receiver stops, and he picks out the zone that's uncovered. Good read by Lennon.
Backs line up. Utz and Brady Smith. Joe Lennon, the quarterback. 6'2", 175 pounds, gives it to Brady Smith, the former quarterback, and he might be a quarterback later in this game. You see the power of Brady Smith, 6'2", 245. He's just about a yard short of a first down.
Yeah, as I told you earlier, I think Brady probably is the hardest runner that I've seen in the 8 years I've coached here in the Baltimore area. The toughest guy to bring down. As you can see, a Calvert Hall player is slightly injured by trying to tackle Brady, and he's done that to a lot of guys before. Yeah, I really believe he'll be a fullback in college at Connecticut. I think that's where he has said he's going to go. So
he's made a verbal commitment to Connecticut. And you see the Calvert Hall player, Dane Robinson, who we featured in our pregame stand, one of their top players, appears to be all right walking off. Here's where Dane Robinson gets hurt, running into a truck named Brady Smith.
Yeah, you could see he got knocked back, and then one of his own players hit him in the back and made him go forward. It's sort of a whiplash effect.
3rd and 2 from the 46. Shotgun.
Option.
In motion, John Henry Clayton into the backfield. And that should be enough for the first down around the 43-yard line, a pickup of 3.
Yeah, they like to go to that. It's a Utah-type offense. If you've seen Utah play this year, of course, they're ranked in 6th in the BCS.
They score about 45 a game.
Yeah, they like to spread you out, bring a guy in motion, and they fake the dive here, and that takes care of one man, and then the quarterback keeps it, and he can either pitch or just get the first down, which it just takes the sure yardage here.
Joe Lennon gets the first down.
Brant Hall is their offensive coordinator, a kid that was playing when I first started coaching at Gilman against this team. So he's done a good job putting together an offense for Loyola.
That sets up to the right of Lennon on 1st and 10. And here's the option again, and Joe Lennon keeps and gets down to about the 39-yard line, a pickup of 4.
Yeah, what the option does and what really the shotgun does, it gives you one extra player. It goes back almost to the old single wing theory, because normally what's the quarterback do? He gets it, hands off, and stands there and watches.
Right.
So if you use him as the runner, as part of the play, it gives you one extra man,
blocker,
extra
yep.
blocker, an extra receiver. You spread out the defense. You do a lot of things. So it really gives you that one extra man that you're looking for offensively.
2nd and 6 from the 39, no score. Loyola and Calvert Hall in the Turkey Bowl. This is Utz. And he breaks a tackle inside the 30s all the way down to the 25. Another first down for Loyola. A pickup of 14 for Rob Utz. Finally brought down by Mike Newton.
Yep. We looked at Rob Utz as a linebacker, as the key to the defense, but he also is on offense and does a good job running the football. He's a good blocker, and he's a good ball carrier. He's not going to really break too many all the way, but he's going to get you your 6, 8, 10 yards.
Now a senior, he scored a touchdown as a freshman in this game. Over 1,500 on his SATs as a sophomore. Lennon out of the gun with the football. Gets hit, and it's incomplete. It's a forward pass, incomplete. Heavy pressure. Calvert Hall putting on some heavy heat. Number 85, Ryan Walkley, in there right on top of Joe Lennon, Stan.
Well, he came off the edge. They leave these guys unblocked. This is the jailbreak screen. You see the lead blocker, number 33, coming out in front of Gordon. They just couldn't get the ball to him. The quarterback looked one way and came back, as you see, and just didn't do it quick enough. If he gets the ball to Gordon, he's in good shape.
So Walkley with the pressure that time. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brady Smith in motion. He gets the football, and he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. Stacked up, Ryan Walkley, back-to-back big plays from the defensive end, 6'1", 190-pound senior. Got a yard on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
And a little extra wrinkle. This time they bring the guy back in motion and give him the ball. Normally he is the trail man on the option. They try to confuse the defense a little bit by switching up the roles. Something that Utah has done if you look at them. So I'm sure they watch Utah every week and try to pick up new wrinkles to add to their offense.
This is 3rd and 9. Joe Lennon looking to throw. Throws upfield, and it's caught at the 15-yard line. That's close to the first down. Pickup of 9 on the play. John Henry Clayton on the reception.
That flood pattern, they go to 3 levels here. Put a man in the short flat, man in the deep flat, and try to make a decision based on who's covering the flat. Did a good job of rolling out and finding late. As you see, he went to the flat and came back underneath right there and made the catch. Number 20.
It's 4th down and about a foot. Let's go down to Jamie Costello.
Yeah, Joe Oliver is the referee there with the white hat on. He has been a referee and umpire for 30 years. Half of his time he's been calling the Turkey Bowls. This is his first year as the head referee right now.
All right, James.
I've yelled at all these guys.
Yeah, I bet you have as a coach.
We saw him downstairs beforehand.
Jim Oliver, the referee. It's the gym staff, right? About 5 gyms there. Jim Kaufman. Big play here. 4th and about a foot.
No surprise seeing Brady back to get the snap here.
Brady Smith, yeah, he's the quarterback, tight formation.
Everybody left.
Brady Smith right through the middle. He's going to score touchdown. Right through the heart of the Calvert Hall defense. Brady Smith takes it in for the touchdown. 16 yards on the run on 4th and short. Trying to stop him for a foot, and they get the big play, Stan. Pop through.
You could line him up at fullback and hand it off, but what they did is put him as a quarterback, snapped it to him, got an extra blocker in the hole. You can see it here, a nice little new wrinkle for Loyola. They really overload the left side, and Brady just found the hole, and there was no stopping him once he gets going.
Mike Kemp to hold for Brendan Small. The point after's up. And it's good. And for Brendan Small on the year, 28 of 35 on extra points. Loyola marches right down the field. They've got a 7-0 lead. We're back right after this.
Who's switching to Cavalier Telephone? Your neighbor switched to save money each month on our $24.95 plan with 5 cents a minute in-state or out-of-state long distance. Your other neighbor chose Cavalier to get the top-notch features, including voicemail and caller ID. The school teacher switched to get the $25 blazing fast DSL internet access. There's plenty of reasons to switch to Cavalier Telephone. What are you waiting for?
Buying a new TV should be fun. So why do some places make it so hard to choose? To understand? Well, at Tweeter, they've got people who know today's TVs inside and out, who can help you sort out your options and set up your system, who can make sure you actually enjoy your investment. At Tweeter, they've got the people who can simplify your life and the power to untangle your mind.
Buying or selling a home? Call Jim Stevens at RE/MAX Elite Realty, 410-931-9200.
Stan, pretty impressive opening drive.
Well, you can see the formation here. It's everybody left, and Brady just finds a hole. They had the extra blocker there, and it really paid off for him. You know, when you have this extra time, this game, 2-3 weeks after the season, you have time to put in some little wrinkles that the defense is not ready for. They obviously was not ready for that formation. Sort of a tight bunch running formation.
And as you pointed out, there was a key third down conversion from Joe Lennon on a pass play, and then Brady Smith with the touchdown.
Well, exactly. It was, 3rd and 9, and he completes a ball that's maybe a foot short, puts him in a situation to run that play. Turns out to be a touchdown.
Scott Garceau, Stan White with you. The 85th meeting, Loyola and Calvert Hall. Evan Williams and Charles Saylor back deep for the Cardinals as Brendan Small will boot it downfield here. Officials waiting for the go-ahead. Oh, wait, we got an official timeout.
So they don't do this very often. High school officials wait for the red hat, you know, so it's not something that they're used to incorporating into what they're doing.
Yeah, let's see what the confusion is. Jamie Costello's always in the middle of confusion. Jamie?
Yeah, here's the deal. Jay Robinson is arguing that we're running the pro hash marks instead of the high school hash marks. If you run the pro, it's more condensed. If you run in high schools, we spread it out a little bit. And that's his worry here, that the referees on the field are running the pros instead of the high school rules. Stan, you want to explain that a little better?
Well, the high school hash marks are much wider.
But there aren't any on this field.
Right. Usually they put little stripes every 5 yards so they can do it.
Evan Williams, look out. Crossed the 25 and driven out of bounds near the 30-yard line. 27 yards on the return for Evan Williams. We've got a timeout on the field. Loyola leads Calvert Hall 7-0.
Hi, everybody. Fred Manfor for Adams Jeep in Aberdeen. I'm with Lloyd Hawk. He's thrilled to be part of such a great Baltimore tradition.
Well, Loyola Calvert Hall is a game is a great tradition here in Baltimore. It's been going on for many, many years, and it's a tradition of Thanksgiving that we enjoy here at Adams Jeep. A lot of our customers are Loyola and Calvert Hall students, teachers, and graduates, and we just want to wish them all a happy Thanksgiving.
Adams Jeep in Aberdeen on Route 22, just a long fly ball from Ripken Stadium.
There's a sign on the corner in your neighborhood that says Citgo, a sign people in Baltimore and Greater Maryland count on every day. Maybe it's because Carroll Independent Fuel has provided great products and convenient locations for so long. Or maybe it's because our stores are run by people from your own community. People you can count on for friendly service, who care about the things that truly matter. People who understand the most important thing is giving you exactly what you want. Citgo and Carroll Independent Fuel. Good gas, good neighbors.
If you get an HD TV without Comcast, you may find that something's missing. Like your favorite local broadcast shows in HD, including some of the most popular primetime shows. With Comcast, you get the full high-definition experience. TV is now on your terms.
Look at the pylons in the end zone, those red pylons. Those are the high school hash marks compared to the uprights on the goalpost, which are the NFL hash marks. And now you see the ball is spread out to the high school hash mark. That's what Jay Robinson was talking about. Andrew Robinson is his quarterback. Backs in the eye, and the tailback Mike Newton gets it. Newton gets a block and then gets hammered down at about the 32-yard line. Picked up 4 on the play. Nice tackle from Aaron Slaughter. Let's take a look at the Carroll Fuel starting lineup.
Andrew Robinson, Calvert Middle School. Mike Newton, Pete Marley Middle School. Tom Royale, Dunlap Middle School. Kyle Lawson, Coxville Middle School. Josh Wagner, St. John. Aiden Jones, Immaculate Heart of Mary. Jake Sumner, Immaculate Conception School. Dan Zalotowski, the Trinity School. Jesse Stover, Our Lady of Fatima. Dan Ranzon, Black Raven Academy. Corey Richardson, Carlton School.
And on 2nd and 7, Calvert Hall misses on the pass to Josh Wagner. A little short hopped him, and he'll bring up 3rd and long.
Funny, you hear these kids saying, the Immaculate, you know. It comes from my alma mater because everybody makes fun of them when they say the Ohio State University. Now everybody else is trying to pick up on it. What's up with that?
The U.
Yeah, the U, that's from Miami, yeah. Right.
Everybody's got something. 3rd down and 7, Calvert Hall trailing 7-0. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Scott Garceau, Stan White, and the entire Two Sports team here at M&T Bank Stadium. Out of the shotgun, Robinson's got a big arm, feels some pressure, guns it upfield, and it's complete. Nice throw to Kyle Lawson, and that is a 1st down for Calvert Hall, a 16-yard pickup and a good strong throw.
Nice. They overloaded the side with 3 wide receivers and found a zone on the curl.
Let's go to the starting lineups again.
Jake Quigg, Bel Air Middle School. Dan Protzman, Hereford Middle School. Alex Boddiford, St. John Middle School. John Forbes, St. Francis of Assisi. Duke Hatter, Loyola Middle School. Tim Stanton, Loyola Middle School. Rob Utz, St. Joseph's Cockeysville. Tony Hamlin, Cathedral Middle School. Tim Donovan, Loyola Middle School.
Brady Smith, St. John, Westminster.
Aaron Slaughter, the Loyola Middle School.
Goes Mike Newton on the draw all the way down to the 25-yard line. A 28-yard gain for Calvert Hall's big play guy, Mike Newton, the saving tackle from Aaron Slaughter.
Mike Newton, as we said, has those quick moves through the line of scrimmage. Watch him here as he makes the guy miss right here. One, and then back the other. There's that quick move. Then the acceleration. That's what makes him the big play guy. He can take it all the way. He has that ability.
Mike Newton, a great baseball player as well, has several college scholarship offers in baseball. This is Newton coming the other way and gets a couple down near the 25-yard line and a penalty marker down all the way across the field.
Another little wrinkle they put in, almost a wing T type offensive play there. They hadn't shown that at all before, but with that extra time, they put it in and they get a penalty.
So they're going back 5 yards. Boy, had some offense here in the early going, Stan. Loyola marches right down the field. Now Calvert Hall making some big plays. Good pass from Andrew Robinson. Mike Newton busts a run.
Both quarterbacks have hit big passes, good passes, nice throws in between zones to get 1st downs, get big plays.
They look at formation, offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat 1st down.
That new wrinkle they put in was illegal, I guess.
Well, yeah, the split man has to be on the line of scrimmage on that because they have a wing back on the other side. He's used to being off the line and lined up so. 2 carries for 32 yards for Newton. That's pretty good average.
Not bad.
What is that average? You can get that?
Almost 16, I think, where I went to school. Pitch out to Newton. He wants to throw it. The option pass. Throwing deep down the middle. Man open. Touchdown. Calvert Hall's Josh Wagner from Mike Newton. And how about the Cardinals answering the Loyola touchdown?
And they need to do that because they knew they need to stay in the game. 32-yard touchdown pass from Mike Newton. Mike Newton, you talk about a baseball player. Looks like he's got a good arm, huh?
Center fielder, they got to be able to.
They got to have a good arm. That's right.
Oh, that's a pretty play. Take a look at it again. The pitch out to Newton draws the defense up. Got good protection, got a good block from DeMar Montgomery. And then wide open downfield, Josh Wagner, the pass right on the money. And the senior Wagner scores the touchdown, the point after, good from Vince Rampolla, and we are tied. Here's the reaction. Mike Newton says, I like throwing the football.
Nice. Did you see him wait, too? He waited till the receiver broke open and then threw on the run going through the line of scrimmage.
We're tied at 7. Back with more right after this.
Tired of waiting in line? Then start banking online with Baltimore County Savings Bank. Visit baltcosavings.com, click the online banking link, and start paying bills, check account balances, transfer funds, and more, all from the convenience of your home, 24 hours a day. No checks to write, stamps to buy, or lines to wait in. So stop banking in line and start banking online when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank, FDIC insured.
Murray Cellular Associates, an authorized Singular wireless agent, has been your best choice for wireless service since 1990. Murray Cellular Associates keeps you connected on select plans with rollover minutes, free nights and weekends, plus family talk lines starting at just $9.99. And now with 2 locations, Murray Cellular Associates truly is your one-stop shop for all your wireless needs.
Hi, I'm Tom Murray with Murray Cellular Associates. Thank you for your business and happy Thanksgiving.
You're doing business at Schaefer and Strominger. It's a hard name to say, but an easy place to do business.
Here's how you draw him up, Coach.
Yeah, as we said, time to put a little bit more wrinkles in. Watch him. He almost throws off the wrong foot as he's going forward. Shows what type of arm he has. He hits him right on the button. So both teams coming out with a few little wrinkles that have confused the defense. Loyola is we talked about a very aggressive defense. I know McDonough hurt them earlier in the season with a double pass, and now you get a halfback pass. When you're aggressive, you have to go after him and try to stop that aggression through some plays just like that.
Here's Rampolla to kick it off. Creaney and Gordon back deep for Loyola. We're tied 7-7, 4:34 to play in the first quarter. Kick the last one out of bounds. This one down the middle. And Gordon with it. Across the 20. He's got good speed. And forced out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Just a sophomore, Devin Gordon. Nice return. And now the Loyola offense will go to work. Haven't had a defensive stop yet in this game, Stan.
No, two times, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. You know, those squib kicks, they don't work as well on this type of turf. You get real true bounces. Yeah. It's like baseball, you know. On artificial turf, you get true bounces. On a squib kick, it takes a true bounce, comes right up to you, and it's there quicker and gives you more time to really set up your return.
Loyola kind of huddles up over on the side, and then they run out into formation. Joe Lennon, a junior quarterback, number 8, and now it looks like Brady Smith's going to take the snap. No, it is Lennon. Smith set off to his left. That's the other back. And they give it to Brady Smith. Up the middle, breaks the tackle. You see the strength up to the 42-yard line. Looked like he was stopped after about a 2-yard gain. Turns it into a 7-yard pickup. Let's go down to the sidelines. Jamie Costello.
Yeah, Brady was stopped right there at the line of scrimmage, but his feet and his knees just kept on moving, and Brady picked up a nice game. Hey, getting back to Mike Newton, he plays center field for Calvert Hall, Coach Lou, and that was a throw from the wall, a home plate, and Wagner with the great catch. Mike Newton, star center fielder for Calvert Hall, star here today.
All right, Jamie, he's got to decide which sport he wants to play in college. Maybe he'll be a Bo and do them both. Snap back, hand off to Utz. Utz tries to cut back over the middle, and he stopped about a yard short of a first down. 2 yards on the run for Captain Rob Utz.
You know, both of these plays, the ball carrier was hit at the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd and 1 right now. That shows you these kids are powerful runners, but also shows you got to be better tacklers. You got to stop. You got to have more people there. You got to have the first guy hit, and then the rest of them got to clean up on him. And then, there's not too many kids at the high school level going to bring Brady down on the first hit.
Right.
So you got to have that pursuit to help push him back.
This time Lennon under center, and it's a quarterback sneak, and he has the first down. Gets it up to about the 46-yard line. Pickup of 2. Loyola with a first down. 3:05 to play in the first quarter. It's been a first quarter of a lot of offense. Loyola scored first. Brady Smith, a 16-yard run right through the heart of the Calvert Hall defense. And then Calvert Hall marched 72 yards in 5 plays. Mike Newton on a halfback option pass to Wagner for a 32-yard touchdown.
And Newton gained almost the rest of it on the ground with a big play earlier.
So you get 2 featured backs here, Brady Smith and Mike Newton, showing their stuff early on. 1st and 10. Lennon throws complete to Brady Smith. That's a first down at the 49-yard line of Calvert Hall.
Nice 5-yard gain. Just the idea is to get the ball to Brady Smith any way you can. He lines up at tight end this time. They overload with 3 receivers. Find him a little quick short pass. 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
The reason he became a running back was he suffered an injury this year, right? He was having trouble throwing the football.
Right before our game, he hurt his ankle. He hurt his hand early. He's had a lot of injuries this year. It's really taken away a little bit from his senior year.
Lennon rolling near side, throwing, and it's caught. Complete first down near the 41-yard line. Devin Gordon on the reception.
Now that's a good throw. He's rolling out. He's throwing on the run. He throws all the way across the field from the high school hash mark all the way back to the sideline. That's a long throw, as we see Van Brooks, a great football player at Loyola, who had an unbelievably unfortunate accident against Georgetown Prep, where he made a tackle and became, he's got some paralysis from the neck down. Hopefully that will get better as time goes on.
And that was Brian Abbott, the head coach, that just came over and gave him a kiss on the cheek. Out of the shotgun. 1st and 10, Loyola. We're tied at 7-7. Option pitch to Brady Smith. Look out. Brady Smith, good tackle that time as he's taken down at the 39. Only a 2-yard gain. They didn't let him get outside.
They also tackled him where you're supposed to tackle big guys, around the ankles. Mike Newton came up. He's a defensive back. He's got 4 interceptions. He's being recruited more as a defensive back in college than he is as an offensive player. So watch him come up. Watch him low. That's where you got to go. You got 2 guys also. That's what helps. But big guys you tackle low. Little guys you tackle high.
Yeah, Charles Saylor also helped out on that tackle. 2nd and 8. Loyola from the Calvert Hall 39-yard line. Tied at 7. Final minute of the first quarter. Lennon out of the gun, looking near side, throws, and it is dropped at the 30-yard line. Good pass, but unable to hang on was John Henry Clayton.
Nice throw, good pass. They have Brady Smith out in the flat. That draws up the defender, as you can see right there on Brady. The other receiver goes right behind him in the same zone, is wide open, but he just drops the ball. It's called a flood pattern, where you flood that outside zone. You see the quarterback's not real happy about it either.
They don't like drops.
He's going to say, I'm going to throw the next one to my brother. He won't drop it.
Joe Lennon came in at about 55% on the year. 3 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. This is 3rd and 8 from the 39. Tied at 7. Lennon, heavy pressure, steps up. Flips over the middle and incomplete. Loyola with some good pressure that time early on Joe Lennon and kind of botched that play up.
Yeah, Mike Newton came off the corner there, unblocked. Nice little wrinkle put in by Calvert Hall, a corner blitz. And he comes off the corner unblocked and forced Lennon to pull the ball down. That time it just, the receivers were off their mark, off their timing, and he had to just throw it away.
Matt Dubiowski into punt, senior punter. Twin safeties back for Calvert Hall. Dubiowski. It's kind of a floater down there, but this is going to be a nice punt. Down at about the 6-yard line. Bryce Oakes down there down at a 33-yard punt, but most important, he pins Calvert Hall back at the 6-yard line. Let's go down to the sidelines. Jamie Costello.
Just came out on this field, and there was just a swell. People looked to their right and saw him coming in, wheeled in a wheelchair. and they just stood on their feet. Many of them rushed to the rail there just to say hi and hello, and some of the players walked over and just patted them. And I tell you what, there's an inspiration right now on the backs of Loyola right here. Van Brooks in the stadium here today.
Yeah, Brian Abbott went to visit him at the hospital yesterday, and has to be uplifting for his teammates to see Van here. On the ground, here comes Newton, cuts back over the middle, bounces off a blocker, and he's got a first down all the way up near the 19-yard line. That's a 13-yard gain. Mike Newton grabbing big chunks of ground, Stan.
Making big plays offensively, defensively. This is one of their two favorite plays. It's just known as a stretch play. Everybody blocks, tries to hook to the outside. He finds the spot and makes his cut, and he does a good job of doing that. You really have to take away the outside for him. You can't let the tight end hook your outside man on the defensive line. If they do that, Mike Newton's going to get big yardage.
And that is the end of the first quarter, so it's been plenty of action here in the first quarter. Both teams with a touchdown. We're tied at 7 after 1. The 85th meeting between Calvert Hall and Loyola.
Tonight at 11, they were tested by thousands of pint-sized experts.
It was cool.
Only ABC2 News made a list and checked it twice. The toys every kid wants this season after The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Tonight on the latest at 11.
Mouth-watering baby back ribs, buffalo wings, ocean fries, and of course, Baltimore's best pit beef. Fans, when you're hungry, visit the Charcoal Grill for lunch or dinner, or place your tailgate order for the next big game. Located in Parkville and coming soon to Perry Hall and Edgewood, the Charcoal Grill is your place for party platters and full-service catering. Stop by today or visit us at chargrill.com. The Charcoal Grill. It tastes so good.
Built by the Jesuits on Ignatian principles, Loyola Blakefield has offered an outstanding Catholic college preparatory education for more than 150 years. This is Jim McKay, class of 39. Our mission is to graduate intellectually competent men who are religious, loving, and committed to justice, integrity, and open to growth. Loyola Dons are leaders, not followers, who exemplify academic excellence, faith, and being men for others.
Friday at 11. Forget paying on eBay. People are giving stuff away on the internet.
I can't believe someone's giving away a Palm Pilot.
You want something like this for free? We'll show you where to find it. After 2020, Friday on the latest at 11.
Schaefer and Strominger Automotive, another great Baltimore tradition.
There's the first quarter tweeter stats, and both offenses over 90 yards, 7-7 tie.
A lot of offense early in this game.
Andrew Robinson hands it off, and Newton stopped initially, finds a little room, picks up 4 yards on the play. Check it, that's Taiwan Young.
Yeah, Twan Young, he was a tailback. And when we played him earlier in the year, they moved him to fullback. They tried to sneak him through the middle on a little quick track.
And there's Van Brooks leaving the field, and all the Loyola students offering their encouragement for him. 2nd and 5. This is Newton trying to get wide. Turns it upfield at the 25, up across the 30. Look out, here comes Mike Newton midfield. Got a chance.
One man.
And he's tripped up from behind inside the 20-yard line. Casey Creaney with a saving tackle just tripped him up. A 55-yard run for Mike Newton.
And they had him at the line of scrimmage. He just used his speed to outrun the defenders who had leverage on him. Watch this. It's a little cross buck in the backfield. One missed tackle. There's 2 more, just letting them outrun him. Now watch this move. Boy, he does a nice job shaking in the field. This artificial turf is perfect for him. This is what Calvert Hall has at their field. They're used to it. It's an advantage for them to play on this grass. And you saw Mike Creaney's son, Casey Creaney, come back and make that tackle.
Here come the Cardinals on the ground. Big room for Twan Young, and he pulls inside the 10 down near the 7. A little late getting to that play, but Young popped through the right side of the line. Good blocking stand, big hole, and he got the pads down low.
Again, they've added some more wrinkles. They've put in a little bit of a wing T type offense. Copied some things other teams have done. In fact, school like Coach Ed Gilman uses this offense and has some success against Loyola. They've copied a few of those plays.
This is Young again inside the 5, down near the 4-yard line. So Twan Young, 220-pound sophomore, getting some work.
That's one good way is this offense allows you to get 2 tailback types into your running game. A fullback who can run the quick traps, and then you got Newton who can also fake the quick trap and then go around the side with either a off tackle power play or a sweep to the strong side.
2nd and goal from the 5.
This is their power eye. This is their short yardage and goal line formation.
And Newton runs right into the heart of the Dons defense. Not much room for him this time. No gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and goal from the 5.
That was also a key breaking play for them. In the past, they've always gone towards the strength of the power eye. Here they go away from it. Doesn't quite work.
Tim Donovan, one of the first, and Calvert Hall is going to call a timeout here. Jay Robinson.
Timeout, Calvert Hall.
Good timeout, big play, 3rd and 5 from the 5. You want to make sure you're all on the same page.
I was going to say, all on the same page. You're a member of a coaching staff. Is this usually where 3-4 heads get together and say, what do we want to run here? What do we have?
Yeah, you will talk among yourselves to the guy who's, I don't know if you had a running coordinator, passing coordinator, but the offensive coordinator at this point will talk it over with his other assistant coaches and come up with what he thinks the best play in this situation, and also what they think Loyola will be doing defensively.
Let's take another look at Mike Newton's 55-yard jaunt, nearly a touchdown. Casey Creaney with a saving tackle. Didn't give up on the play, made the dive right there and just got him on the ankles.
Of course, Casey Creaney, I mentioned Mike Creaney. Mike Creaney, a Loyola graduate, was the athlete of the year in this area. He went on to play at Notre Dame. Brendan Creaney, Casey's brother, was a quarterback at Loyola. Went on to play lacrosse at Notre Dame, just graduated from there. So it's an unbelievably athletic family.
Calvert Hall really having success on the ground. Newton, 5 carries, 100 yards already. Young, 3 carries for 20 yards. Let's see if they roll out Andrew Robinson on this play.
Going to the unbalanced line. You can see it's unbalanced to the right, plus 2 tight ends.
Robinson off play action, and flags are down. Oh, they had the play. Aiden Jones, the tight end, was there, but may have been a false start. Whistle stop play. Josh Wagner may have jumped. Wagner caught the touchdown pass earlier from Mike Newton. How about Newton? 100 yards already and a touchdown pass.
Yes, you can see everybody overloads this side. They get the tight end to help through the rollout, the fake pass.
False start, offense, repeat 3rd down.
Excuse me, the fake run and then the throw. It was a well-conceived play. They obviously had this in their package for this situation, wanted to call timeout and make sure they got to the right situation.
Jay Robinson right there. He's not too happy. Have the right call, but
now they got to come up with another play for this situation. That's tough to do.
And now it's back near the 10-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 9. Robinson off play action. Good protection. Throws incomplete. Like his receiver slipped down near the goal line, Josh Wagner. And now the field goal team will come on. Vince Rampolla. He's 2 of 3 on the year. And talking to Jay last night, he said, yeah, he feels comfortable with this kid inside of 40 yards. His long 31 yards. Now this is where the hash marks, remember they're kicking on NFL goalposts, which are much tighter than high school goalposts and from a steeper angle. See the angle, 26-yard kick. Rampolla enough foot and just does miss it. Just missed it on a tough angle. And we'll take a timeout. So we're still tied at 7, 9:19 to play in the first half.
turkey, dressing, peanuts. Now that's Thanksgiving, any way you slice it.
Good grief.
We've landed a holiday classic, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Tonight at 8/7 Central, only on ABC.
With today's low interest rates, there's never been a better time to come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank for a fixed rate home equity loan or a line of credit. Pay off high interest credit cards, make home improvements, or pay for college tuition. Baltimore County Savings Bank makes the application and settlement for your home equity loan quick and easy. Call or visit baltcosavings.com for today's low rates. You'll get more from your home when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank. FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
Mouth-watering baby back ribs, buffalo wings, ocean fries, and of course, Baltimore's best pit beef. Fans, when you're hungry, visit the Charcoal Grill for lunch or dinner, or place your tailgate order for the next big game. Located in Parkville and coming soon to Perry Hall and Edgewood, the Charcoal Grill is your place for party platters and full-service catering. Stop by today or visit us at chargrill.com. The Charcoal Grill. It tastes so good.
The holidays are coming together nicely. Why not wrap up your holiday shopping with a Damon's Grill gift guide?
It all comes together at Damon's Grill.
Norm Lewis and the ABC2 News Storm Team works for you.
Despite the morning rains, a good crowd here for the 85th meeting between Calvert Hall and Loyola. Scott Garceau, Stan White with you. We're tied at 7, second quarter. Joe Lennon under center this time. Gives it to Brady Smith, and he gets up near the 24-yard line, about 4 on the play.
Well, that was a tough kick, Scott. I don't think you can get much tougher on a right-footed kicker. The worst place to be is on the right hash mark because you're liable to pull it. You're supposed to aim for that right upright. On a high school field, that would have been a good kick because the goalposts were wider. Not only that, the fact that it's a small goalpost, the wide hash mark just exacerbates the angle for the kicker.
2nd and 6 from the 24. Pitch to the near side, up across the 25 to the 28-yard line. That's Mike Horn in the backfield now. Horn, a 6'1", 175-pound sophomore. Brian Walkley on the stop, a pickup of 5. Here's another look.
And this is dangerous. He's carrying the ball in the wrong hand here. He gets hit from the inside. That can cause a fumble. You better get that in the right hand. Does a nice job of getting something out of that play, though. It's almost a first down, as a matter of fact.
So 4 new players come in to the Loyola huddle. Brady Smith will be the quarterback on this play on 3rd and 1. Directs snap to him, and he'll probably just go charging
to the right.
You got it, Stan. And on extra effort, look at him. They had him by the ankle, but not enough. He gets the first down easily, a pickup of 4.
I don't know about it. It didn't look easy. He looked like he was carrying an anchor behind him, didn't he? He was pulling.
The tackler.
They had him around the ankles. That guy that has him around the ankles right here. He's yelling help. I can hear it right now. Look at him. He's dragging him. Look at him. He's dragging him on. Finally, help comes. Don't hit him from the backside and push him forward, son. Always hit him the other way.
Loyola's converted 3 of 5 third downs. 7:35 to play first half. Lennon now back at quarterback. Smith in motion. And they give it to Utz. Utz didn't give it to Utz. He kept it.
Yeah, that's called a duck play.
Yep.
Where you actually fake it to the fullback and then follow him, duck behind him into the hole. It becomes like almost an isolation. Watch, the fullback then becomes the blocker for him right there, and he follows him right in the hole. Well, Calvert Hall does a good job, though, of not going for the option there.
Dane Robinson on the stop for the Cardinals. 2nd and 8 from the 35. Nuts in the backfield with Lennon out of the gun. Looking to throw this time, and it's complete. The knee down at the 41-yard line, so it's short of the first down. Casey Creaney on the catch. Still have been running in the pros, but that knee was down, and you'll see it on the replay here.
Yeah, this is a dangerous throw, but a good throw. He throws right in between 2 defenders. I mean, he really zipped that one in there. Joe Lennon didn't start really playing until the second half of the season. Actually, the first game he played was against us when Brady Smith had his injury. And he's really added that other dimension. I like to have the ball in Brady's hand every time if I was an offensive coordinator, though. But he has added that passing dimension to the game.
3rd and 2. He was a wide receiver a year ago as a sophomore. Oh, bad snap and a whistle. It's a long snap count, and I think we may have had some movement. Brady Smith almost took referee Joe Oliver's hat off that time.
Dead ball, delay, offense, 3rd down.
It was a real long snap count, too long.
Well, they were probably lucky because that ball was rolling back here.
Yeah.
It's lucky that the 25-second clock ran out. Yeah, they wouldn't have had much chance of making a first down there if they hadn't kept the ball. So they were fortunate. See, they have the 25-second clocks here in a pro stadium. Very rarely do you work with them. Calvert all has them at their field, so it's an advantage of them again. No other field basically has that.
3rd and 7. Lennon out of the gun. And another flag down, another false start. So the Dons are marching, but they're marching the wrong way. Back-to-back penalties.
Well, Calvert Hall adjusted on motion. They brought an extra defensive back. They rotated him up. And when the movement on the Calvert Hall defense forced the receiver for Loyola offsides, he saw the rotation.
False start, offense, 3rd down.
Got a little anxious seeing that rotation. Watch if you see when he comes in motion. If you can see the defensive back coming to the left hand. There he is, the left-hand side of the picture.
Slot, yeah.
Yeah, and they just got a little anxious knowing they were going to have an equal number of players there.
Loyola now 2 penalties, 10 yards. Calvert Hall 4 for 44. 3rd and 12 from the 31. We're tied at 7. 2nd quarter, 5:57 to play in the half. Devin Gordon in motion.
So he likes his brother here.
Lennon, good time down the middle, incomplete. He was looking for John Henry. Clayton overthrew him, and pretty good coverage by the Calvert Hall secondary.
That was both inside men running outside patterns, and then both the outside receivers were running post patterns. He had the pick of both Gordon and his brother, Bobby Lennon. Maybe he should have thrown to his brother. He'd been better off.
Matt Dubiowski now in to punt. Back deep for Calvert Hall, Charles Saylor, along with Mike Newton. So anytime you get the ball in Newton's hands, advantage Calvert Hall. Dubiowski, bad drop, kind of jammed himself, but he dropped it down, but gets a good roll. Oh, you love that turf.
Another advantage of this type of field.
Yeah, still rolling, and it'll finally be down at the 24-yard line, and there's a flag down. We'll check out the penalty.
That was a late flag, too. That was well after the ball was just rolling free down the field.
This was the NFL. You'd say illegal block in the back, but we'll see. 46-yard punt. Wasn't real pretty, but plenty of roll and no return.
It's like your golf shots, you know?
Yeah, right. Plenty of roll and no return.
No, I mean, you bump it and it rolls up on the green. It looks just right, you know?
They don't ask you how. They say how many.
That's right. Here we go.
Come on, Joe. We got turkey in the oven.
What was
Jay Robinson getting an explanation, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what that was a different type of a signal.
Two fists coming together.
Yeah. He did a traveling move and then he fit his fist together.
There's Jay Robinson. You saw the huddle over on the other side with Brian Abbott. Still haven't got the call here. Both teams on the sidelines.
Now the referees are getting together trying to figure out how you administrate this. Do you go back and punt it again? Is the penalty will be 4th down again, or is it a post-possession type penalty? High school rules have changed. A couple of years ago, and as the ball was rolling, possession didn't change until the other team actually had possession of the ball. So any penalty on the defense while the ball was rolling would give the punting team a first down. Now they've changed that. Possession changes when the ball crosses the line of scrimmage on a kick like it is at all other levels.
Finally, Rob Utz, the captain, comes out, and I think he's asking Joe Oliver what the rest of us are wondering. Joe, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah, Joe, you're taking a lot of time. This is Thanksgiving,
We're on TV.
Buddy. There's a lot of people waiting for turkey.
Turkey's in the oven.
These guys must not have family coming in.
I don't see any scoreboard malfunctions or anything like that. Clocks are working.
No, this is one of those maybe complicated situations they're trying to make sure they're right on.
Because they know they're on TV, too.
Yeah, we'll second guess. They got somebody second guessing them now. Somebody that other people hear. You know, they're always second guessed.
You've been yelling at him for years, right? Here's Joe.
Post-scrimmage kick enforcement, unnecessary roughness on the receiving team, going half the distance, first down.
All right, after all that, we'll take a timeout. We're tied at 7. Back right after this.
Hi, everybody. Fred Manfor for Adams Jeep in Aberdeen. I'm with Lloyd Hawk. He's thrilled to be part of such a great Baltimore tradition.
Well, Loyola Calvert Hall is a game is a great tradition here in Baltimore. It's been going on for many, many years, and it's a tradition of Thanksgiving that we enjoy here at Adams Jeep. A lot of our customers are Loyola and Calvert Hall students, teachers, and graduates, and we just want to wish them all a happy Thanksgiving.
Adams Jeep in Aberdeen on Route 22, just a long fly ball from Ripken Stadium.
Shop early at Gordon's Jewelers Friday from 8 to noon and save $100 and more on select diamond jewelry. This beautiful quarter-carat pendant is now only $99, and this stunning 2-carat bracelet is an amazing $199. Shop early at Gordon's to save $100 on each of these fabulous pieces, but only until Friday at noon. Gordon's Jewelers since 1905.
This is our house. Everything you have trained for your entire life has prepared you for this moment. It's us versus them. All I want to talk about is how big they are, and that this is the year they knock us off. Well, when they come in here, they got to play our game in our house, and nobody beats us in our house.
We must protect this house!
Congratulations to Calvert Hall's recent champions. Varsity Water Polo won its 4th straight MIAA title. The competition band won the Chapter 5 championship. And Varsity Ice Hockey won the Lord Byron Frederick Cup. We wish the Cardinals good luck in the 85th Annual Turkey Bowl.
All right, what happened here to close out this portion here was on the kicking team, somebody took a shot when the ball was rolling, and it's unsportsmanlike conduct, and they didn't know whether to mark the ball where the hit occurred or where the ball stopped rolling.
All right, here comes Andrew Robinson at Calvert Hall. Tied at 7, 5:34 to play first half. Robinson rolling near side. He's going to keep it this time and forced out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. Rob Utz ran him out after a pickup of 4 yards.
Well, that the penalty we were just talking about there was exactly what we referred to earlier, the post-possession. Here's the play earlier. See, Andrew Robinson is more of a drop-back passer, but he does have the ability, as we talked about before the game, Scott, of making some yards with his legs. He can drop back in the pocket. It breaks down. He can scramble and make you some yards. He's a decent athlete. And
he is no relation to Jay Robinson, his head coach. Just a junior.
If he wins this game, he may adopt him, though.
6'3", 215, good size and a big arm.
Here comes your unbalanced line again. Here it comes. Now there's only 2 guys left of the center.
And there's a flag. I think we got a delay. That judge called it. That's usually delay a game.
You're right. Calvert Hall should be used to this. Their new stadium has 25-second clocks in it.
Offense. Still second down.
So it's back to 2nd and 11 after the penalty.
That's one thing that's always tough to get your quarterbacks used to, is when there's a 25-second clock. Because in high school, regular, it's the back judge who keeps it, and he's usually pretty loose about it. He doesn't call it unless it becomes obvious. I don't think he sits there and counts down 25.
Well, when it shows 0
there's
in
nothing
this
you can do
stadium.
there. When the clock's there, it is what it is.
Andrew Robinson out of the gun this time. Newton set off to his left. And there's a quick little pitch, dangerous play there. And Newton dropped for a loss at the 9-yard line. Nice defense from Loyola. A loss of 3 on the play. Good job. I think that was Jake Quigg coming in off his defensive end spot.
Yeah, he threw this too quick. He's got to let the lineman get past him. See there? You see, if he lets the lineman get past and then throw the ball underneath them, it's supposed to hit right there, and then you got the lineman going downfield, which you can do in high school and college if the ball's thrown behind the line.
3rd and 13 out of the shotgun. Andrew Robinson with time, fires over the middle. It's complete. That's a first down all the way up to the 37-yard line. Josh Wagner, he caught a touchdown earlier. This time it's a 28-yard gain.
Calvert Hall puts the strength, the 3-receiver side, into the sideline. They use the hash marks here. So he's on the hash, and the single receiver back to the wide side gives him a lot of room in between the defenders to hit that post pattern. As a defense, you have to be alert when a defense puts the single receiver into the wide side of the field. They're doing that for a reason.
Casey Craney and Brady Smith made the stop. Here's Newton. Little running room up to about the 42-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain on first down. Duke Hatter made the stop for the Dons. Calvert Hall has won 3 of the last 4 games. Loyola won last year, but prior to that, Loyola had won 11 straight. Here's Newton picking his way.
That's actually
okay. That's Young. Yeah.
Yeah. As I said, they went to this single wing look here. I mean, wing T look. Get both receivers in, both running backs into the game.
Robinson keeps it, fakes the pitch, and the option that time.
This is something new for Calvert Hall. They have not shown this type of offense all year long. Now Loyola has seen it. They played it against a few teams, Georgetown Prep and Gilman, who use this type of offense, so they should be able to adjust defensively.
Should point out that Loyola's only lost their 9-1 to the Gilman team that you help out with
in overtime.
Yes.
Yeah. One of the great high school games I've been around. They scored in the last play of the game to tie it up. Then we block an extra point to send it in overtime. So.
Oh, good job by Loyola's defense. Twan Young on 3rd and 3, stacked up. And this time we've got a defensive stop, only about a yard on the play. Good job by the Dons.
Loyola, I think, is going to call timeout here to save time on the clock.
3:11 left in the half.
Timeout. Loyola.
And we're going to take a timeout. We're tied at 7, 3:11 left in the first half.
Nationwide Kia, the deal beater, will not be undersold. Bring us your best deal from anywhere and we'll beat it. Kia Optima is only $98 per month. Get $5,000 minimum for your trade.
It's worth your drive to Nationwide.
The deal beater.
Cellular Associates, an authorized Singular wireless agent, has been your best choice for wireless service since 1990. Murray Cellular Associates keeps you connected on select plans with rollover minutes, free nights and weekends, plus family talk lines starting at just $9.99. And now with 2 locations, Murray Cellular Associates truly is your one-stop shop for all your wireless needs.
Hi, I'm Tom Murray with Murray Cellular Associates. Thank you for your business and happy Thanksgiving.
Zero Down delivers any Nationwide Nissan car, truck, or SUV. Plus, save with 0 interest and 0 payments for 90 days. Nissan Altima's just $15,795. Nationwide is the deal beater.
It's worth your drive to Nationwide.
Coming up on Charcoal Grills, what's cooking at halftime? Jamie Costello, the dedication of the George Young Hall on the Calvert Hall campus. Mary Beth Marsden, the community sport for Van Brooks, and an update and first half highlights and stats. Right now, Calvert Hall to punt on 4th down. Trade Fackler gets it downfield. Dons are going to let it bounce, and it's going to roll dead at about the 18-yard line. That thing's still spinning down there. Right now, we'd like to welcome a good friend of ours, Gary Loridich, the president of Baltimore County Savings Bank, our title sponsor and a big part of the Turkey Bowl every year. You got the ABC2 Sports shirt on, looking good here. What happened? Usually it's the Calvert Hall.
Oh, Calvert Hall, Loyola, they're on the back, Scott.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Same to you, Gary.
And everybody out there.
So you had your dad here with you today?
Yeah, my dad's here in the booth with us, and kids are running around the stadium like they always do. So it's a great day. Norm finally cleared up the weather for us.
Yeah, we were getting drizzled on in our pregame show.
And we're seeing a good game.
A lot of offense in the early going, 7-7, but a lot of big plays.
Big plays. Loyola had a great drive from the opening kickoff, but then Calvert Hall made a couple big plays and scored too.
This is Joe Lennon rolling out, throwing and completing to Gordon, who's tackled at about the 26-yard line. Devin Gordon, the sophomore, picked up 7 yards on that pass play. Such a big part of Thanksgiving, year in and year out. The alums come back, and it's part of the holiday.
It is. Both schools really play up the game well. I mean, this is the 85th time. There's a big crowd out here, just as good as last year, if not a little bit better. And, you know, plus the people that can't make it are watching it on TV thanks to you guys.
Well, we're glad to be here.
Thanks to you guys.
Yeah, right. Can't do it without people like Baltimore County Savings Bank. Oh, he's going for the big one. And it's out of bounds, intended for Gordon, but well covered. Evan Williams back there, Stan. Good job by the Calvert Hall defense.
Yeah, knowing the situation, 2 minutes left in the half, you don't give up anything big. The first pass is 7-8 yards. You're down to 2nd and 1. That is a waste down. And if you're a good defensive player, you know that. You expect them to go for the bomb. The Calvert Hall did a good job there.
Gary, let's go over your background in this game. The Calvert Hall, Loyola, give us.
This is our 5th year sponsoring the game on TV, and we just think it's a good way to start off the holiday season, a great way to start Thanksgiving, and you know, say hi to all the moms out there. My wife's starting dinner at home, and you know,
it's cooking, right?
It's cooking now, and when we get home, you know, we'll have our Thanksgiving feast, and everybody else will too.
Brady Smith for 4 yards. That's a first down for Loyola. But how about what I was kind of getting at was, is it Calvert Hall or Loyola for you? Those family ties and
well,
things.
the family's ties are Calvert Hall.
Yeah, okay, we got to be honest.
My two sons.
Full disclosure, right?
Yeah, full disclosure. My 2 sons went there. My dad worked there.
All right.
So
I thought we'd do that in real quick language at the end of this.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Good catch by Lennon. That snap almost got away from him. We got a late flag here. What'd you see, Stan?
Some little extracurricular activity in the backfield. Calvert Hall looks like they don't like the call. Yeah, personal foul, roughing on Calvert Hall. You talked about mistakes. You can't make mistakes. Key part in the game most games are decided last 2 minutes of a half, last 2 minutes of a game. You see it here on the replay.
Let's see what happened here.
Right there, looked like helmet to helmet. Watch it right here, right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right to the face.
Passer, helmet contact, defense, 15 yards, first down.
That was Dane Robinson. He can't make mistakes. He's a key player. He's got to know what that was obvious. That was an obvious penalty in that situation.
Both teams with a couple of timeouts left. 1:41 to play in the half. Lennon out of the gun on 1st and 10, just across midfield. And incomplete. Kind of got caught in between. So it'll be 2nd and 10 as we go down to Jamie Costello.
Hey, Stan, I got a question for you. Does it look like Loyola's playing tentative? They don't want to make the big mistake. They don't want to make anything give any more motivation and inspiration to Calvert Hall.
Well, I don't know that I would say that. At this point, they're spreading it out. It's the last 2 minutes of the half. I think they're going for it. They just haven't made the plays. They had a good first drive, and since that, they've really sputtered. We'll get it right.
2nd and 10. That pass complete down to the 37-yard line.
That was the last guy that had a shot at him, too. That was Lennon to Lennon there. That was the brother combination. Yep. And that was that old wide receiver jailbreak type screen. Luckily, they got pursuit from the inside, who just got his hands on Lennon before he got turned upfield.
Didn't get the first down, about a yard short. Right so there. Here we go, 3rd and 1 from the 37, out of the gun. Lennon, quarterback draw right up the middle. He's at the 30 with some room. 25 and tripped up there. And a flag is, no flag. It was Mike Newton on the stop. Good tackle from Newton.
One of their favorite plays, especially when Brady Smith was the quarterback, was the quarterback draw. You really have to read that from a defensive standpoint and not start your drop until you're sure the quarterback is going to set up and throw.
No huddle now, so Loyola right back up, ready to go. 1st and 10 from the 25.
Brother's got to do a better job of blocking for him. He let him go there.
Lennon in trouble now, has room up the middle, inside the 15, breaks a tackle, 5, he's down to the 2-yard line. What a run from Joe Lennon, Gary.
Loyola's putting together a good drive here, Scott.
23 yards on that run. That was running for his life, Stan. That wasn't by design.
No, that was not the quarterback draw. That was the quarterback scramble.
Yeah.
And he did a good job on both of them. You can see he was a wide receiver before. His brother's a wide receiver. They got athleticism in the family. He shows it there with that scramble down to the 2-yard line. We got some injured players now on Calvert Hall, but this is a big part of the game. You go in with this touchdown, you got momentum, you got everything going for you at halftime.
Trying to see if that might be Mike Newton, one of the injured players. Calvert Hall star running back. 2 players down inside the 5-yard line as we see the tail end of that replay. And there's Joe Lennon.
That would be a huge play then for the outcome of this game if he gets down to the 2-yard line and see who comes in there.
Yep. They hit each other. Yeah.
Looks like he ran into the knee of his teammate. Now, the only, I guess, good part of this is he's got halftime to recover after this.
43 seconds left. Light rain coming down at M&T Bank Stadium, but it hasn't dampened the spirits here of the Cardinals and the Dons. And everybody got their colors on and faces are painted. And
the fans come out for this big time.
They were out here early. We were here well an hour before the game, and there was a lot of people out here, especially the students.
So what time's the tailgate party start? About 5 a.m. for this?
I don't know, but there are people tailgating out there. This is becoming a big tradition for the alumni, the fans, and students of the school.
Here they run together. Watch his head right here. Boom. See the head
shoulder
go back?
Too, yeah.
Head and shoulder.
Yep.
That could be a stinger. It could be a pinched nerve. That's where the stinger is, or it could be just just a little bit cloudy in the head.
Yeah, Mike Newton's sitting up, and you can see he's fairly alert, but still they haven't got him up. 6 carries, 97 yards. He's their big play guy on offense, and also really stabilizes their secondary. And you hope he's okay, and we'll see him again today. Carrying his helmet off, but
this is his last game. I expect he'll be back. Unless the doctors just say you're not allowed to play. Especially he's got to have close to 100 yards here in the first half.
Yeah, 96 or 97.
Yeah.
I think.
So I'd be shocked if he didn't come back. I'd be shocked if we don't see Brady Smith here in the single wing.
Yep. 1st and goal. Lennon under center, Brady Smith behind him. Smith gets the football right side, and pretty good job by the Cardinals. May have got a half a yard or so, and the clock runs with 28 seconds left in the half. There's a timeout, stops it with 26.
Well, this one's different. This is not, they lose a blocker because they used the quarterback.
Timeout. Loyola.
Used the quarterback to hand it off to Brady Smith, so they're 1 blocker short than they would have been if they'd have just let the direct snap.
Dan Robinson, Mazaraz, those guys stopping that play. Let's go down to Jamie.
It's up. He's going to be all right. Newton's all right. We're standing right by him, and he's had his cobwebs knocked out of him a little bit. He'll be back into this game.
Okay, James.
Know what that feels like?
Yeah, you probably had a couple of those, right, Stan?
Well, I got them now, still left over from.
Still trying to shake them off.
Exactly.
Gary Loredich, the president of Baltimore County Savings Bank, our title sponsor, joining us in the booth. And what time's the bird at your house?
I think about 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Get back after the game.
We put plenty of time in the schedule so we can make it.
Yeah, I like the sandwiches after. That's my favorite. Get turkey for the next week.
Eat it for the week.
The leftovers for a week.
That's my favorite. I always tell my wife, get a very big turkey because I want a lot of leftovers.
Yeah. How many kids are going to have turkey sandwiches for lunch next
time?
Yeah,
well, this kid is.
Yeah.
Paul, you see it's marked right down on the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal, clock a factor, 26 seconds left, but Loyola still does have a timeout left. And you got to be thinking Brady Smith down here, Stan.
Well, it's more like it. Now he's going to take the direct snap, and they got the extra blocker.
Snap back to Brady Smith out of the shotgun. has it left side. He's in. Touchdown. His second touchdown of the game. Brady Smith, he's a difference maker. And you want the ball in his hands. 245 pounds. The senior gives Loyola a 13-7 lead.
Yeah, that they had the extra blocker. That made that much easier to get into the end zone. You can see, and they bring in Utz to do that. Their linebacker is their extra blocker. He follows him right into the end zone, number 33. Watch him go right behind him. Boom, right into there.
Brandon Small on to boot the point after. And boy, you can't take these for granted, especially with the NFL upright. Snap a little high. They get it down. And Brandon Small boots it through, and Loyola, big touchdown stand. 20 seconds left in the half. They found a way to punch it in.
Yeah, that was a nice drive. Remember, they called timeout on third down after Calvert Hall didn't make the first down to save time. 20 seconds left, 25 difference, so it's a good job. And also the personal foul penalty on Dane Robinson. That was a big play that really gave them even better field position, allowed them to open up, allowed them to take more chances, and to get the ball into the end zone.
Been 3 long drives in this game. Loyola scored first. They went 65 yards in 10 plays. Brady Smith 16 yards for the touchdown. Calvert Hall answered with a 5-play 72-yard drive. They tied it at 7 with 4:34 to play in the first quarter. And now with 20 seconds left in the half, Brady Smith a 1-yard score after a 9-play 81-yard drive. Second TD of the game, a 1-yard plunge for Brady Smith.
Yeah, I got my spotter. I brought my own spotter with me today. He reminded me of the personal foul penalty in the background back there.
Your own spotter smiling after that Buckeye win over Michigan. Stan having a part in that one.
Yeah, that's well. We talked about that before. You know, Ohio State goes into that game a touchdown underdog to Michigan. Michigan's ranked in the top 6-7 teams in the country. Ohio State had already lost 4 games. Yet they come up and really beat Michigan handily. That's what this can happen in a game like this.
Small, pretty good kick this time. Bounces inside the 10. Better get back and get on it. It's a touchback.
Yeah, once it goes into the end zone, touches the ground in high school, it's a dead ball.
So out to the 20 it comes with 20 seconds left. No time off the clock. The ball was never in play.
I think you'll probably see them be very conservative here. They've scored 1 touchdown. I don't think you can expect to get another one in 20 seconds and go 80 yards. So.
And no Mike Newton, just checking to see if he went back in.
They should probably, if they're not going to do anything, just fall on the ball and not take any chances. But we'll see if they do that or hand it off to the tailback.
Yeah, they just do take a knee.
That's a smart thing to do. Yeah.
Andrew Robinson drops down. And that is going to end the first half. Been a pretty good half, Stan. A lot of big plays.
A lot of offense. Not as many points. I mean, it was 7-7, looking like it was going to be until Loyola's last drive, but they've gone up and down the field. Calvert Hall was stopped on third down, missed a short field goal. So, yeah, there's been a lot of offense, a lot of excitement in this game, and it's been by the players that we were talking about. The Brady Smiths, Mike Newtons, so right on down the line. These guys have performed. It's their last game, and they've come out ready to play.
So we've got another half for you. 14-7 Loyola leads. Dons came in, kind of a heavy favorite if there is a favorite in this kind of a series, but they're 9-1 on the year. Calvert Hall 3-7, and whoever wins this one has a good season, right? That's the way.
Well, there's 2 seasons in game. I've always said Ohio State, Michigan, you get fired if you don't have a good record overall, and you get fired if you don't beat Michigan. So, and I don't think that. I'm not saying coaches in high school get fired because of that, but schools have 2 seasons here. Loyola has their regular season. Calvert Hall has their regular season, and then they have their championship season against the Loyola Calvert Hall game.
Let's go down to the field and Jamie Costello.
All right, Coach Abbott with us. Final drive, way to close out the first half.
Well, we just kept our composure. Joe made a couple big plays for us, and we punched it in.
Tell me up till then, what would you critique your performance so far?
We're a little inconsistent, but we've done a good job of controlling our emotions.
What's it like to have Van Brooks here?
I tell you, the family's back, and it's an awesome feeling.
All right, Coach, good luck. Coach Brian Abbott, we'll be right back.
The Baltimore County Savings Bank Turkey Bowl. Brought to you by Cavalier Telephone. Talk more, surf more, spend less on local long distance and DSL. Tweeter for all your consumer electronic needs. We can untangle your mind. And Charcoal Grill. It tastes so good.
Over 800 brand new Chevrolets have been delivered to Baltimore for final disposal with GM's Lock and Roll. As low as 0% interest this and your next purchase. Brand new 2005 Cavaliers from $95.86. $6,000 rebate. Easy buy. Pick it out. Drive it home. 2 locations only. Eastern Avenue across from East Point Mall and Business Route 1 Bel Air.
If it's a Yamaha, you'll find it at Pete Cycle Yamaha. The 05s are in, and they're hot. Check out the complete line of V-Star Cruisers. Sport bikes like the R1 and R6. Off-road dirt bikes for any age. And Yamaha Vino scooters. For sales, parts, service, and accessories, it's Pete Cycle Yamaha in Baltimore, Bel Air, and Severna Park. Family owned and operated as Baltimore's motorcycle leader for over 66 years.
Tired of waiting in line? Then start banking online with Baltimore County Savings Bank. Visit baltcosavings.com, click the online banking link, and start paying bills, check account balances, transfer funds, and more, all from the convenience of your home, 24 hours a day. No checks to write, stamps to buy, or lines to wait in. So stop banking in line and start banking online when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank, FDIC insured.
Built by the Jesuits on Ignatian principles, Loyola Blakefield has offered an outstanding Catholic college preparatory education for more than 150 years. This is Jim McKay, class of 39. Our mission is to graduate intellectually competent men who are religious, loving, and committed to justice, integrity, and open to growth. Loyola Dons are leaders, not followers, who exemplify academic excellence, faith, and being men for others.
Over 250 brand new Nissans have been delivered to Bob Bell for the Nissan National Year-End Event. Easy buy, no money down, no interest, no hassles, no haggling. Pick it out, drive it home. Now through Monday, only at Bob Bell Nissan East Point.
Schaefer and Strominger Automotive, another great Baltimore tradition. Welcome to What's Cooking at Halftime, brought to you by Charcoal Grill. It tastes so good.
Rob Utz is Loyola's Scholar Athlete. Senior running back linebacker maintains a 4.38 GPA, scored a 1470 on the SAT, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Rob earned the Daniel McNeil Award as Loyola's Outstanding Senior. In addition, he was a Maryland Distinguished Scholar finalist in the National Merit Scholarship semifinals. Rob has performed community service for Our Daily Bread. Congratulations, Rob Utz, Loyola's Scholar Athlete. And we'd like to also thank Gary Loradich, president of Baltimore County Savings Bank. Gary, thanks for being a part of this and all the things you do for the young people in our community.
Well, thank you, Scott. I just wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and let's have a good second half. We had a great first half, and let's keep it up and see how it comes out at the end.
Enjoy your turkey.
You too.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Gary Loradich from Baltimore County Savings Bank. Let's go down the sidelines. Here's Jamie Costello.
We're going to talk a little about the late George Young. George Young, from Calvert Hall to City to the Baltimore Colts to the Miami Dolphins to the New York Giants. And yes, he can come back home again. Home to Calvert Hall. Peel off the banner, and George is somewhere blushing red and yellow.
Now, folks, they say architecture is frozen music. Well, if that's the case, this building rocks! Hoo-ah!
From hoo-ha to who knew George Young was going to make such a contribution.
His main interest was intellectual development and character development.
He taught history, he made history, and no one knows his history better than the lovey of his life.
We sat in the third pew left, and my husband sat in the third or fourth seat from the back.
And how old were you?
I was 4. George was 8.5 years older.
George Young, Calvert Hall class of 48.
And a lot of who he was happened at Calvert Hall.
He went on to be an All-American at Bucknell, drafted by the NFL, but he put the glasses back on and came back to the Hall to teach and coach.
When he coached at both Calvert Hall and City College, his first belief was that those young men had to produce. So the report card was the first thing. The physical ability was the second.
He then switched to City College, where he coached a mayor and congressman.
If there's any single word that seems to sum up my impression of him, would be that he was a man of integrity.
Augie Maselli heard it, Nick Sloter said it. He had a knack of telling who you were and who you weren't.
He never really gave up on anybody, like he married me. And I figured, He was very patient.
George Young never forgot Baltimore or his friends.
Every time you called George, you had the right answer.
George died 3 Decembers ago. The commissioner spent his final 3 days at his bedside.
It's hard to believe that one person could touch so many people so powerfully in his lifetime.
A great life for a big kid from Ensor Street.
As you pass this building, please say, go George Young, go Calvert Hall, go Christian Brothers, go LaSalle, and go all of you out to do what my husband did, nourish the world. Thank you.
George came from a broken home. He mended a team, meshed a franchise, and can merge a world by being surrounded with books and brains. A lot has happened from the third pew on the left. George Young Hall, built for those still young.
To see those young men of Calvert Hall coming over the hill, I'll never forget that. I didn't do this. My husband inspired me to do it. We have to give something like Calvert Hall. It means a lot.
Quite a building right off of Putty Hill and Goucher, and it's a beautiful building, and that's the way George Young would have wanted it. Academics first, football, maybe a close 1.5. Back up to you in the booth.
Good job, Jamie. Nice story. And Stan, you've got a personal relationship to George Young. Tell us about that.
Well, George was an assistant coach when I came to the Colts, and he was starting to get in the front office. And I was the last round draft choice, 17th round. So they said, okay, George, you can sign him. You can do your first negotiations. So I figured, you know, I really got George. I told him I probably had better success against George than anybody in history because he offered me $500 and I got $1,000. I doubled what he offered me. I don't bet anybody else can say that about George Young, but a great man. We had a lot of, he was the only Democrat in the owners committee. I was the only Republican on the Players Association. We had our battles.
And George, a finalist on the Hall of Fame ballot last year, and I think someday he will be a member of that Pro Football Hall of Fame. You know, in September, Van Brooks suffered a severe spinal cord injury while making a tackle during a Loyola game. We thought he'd be watching the game from Kernan Hospital today, but very emotional in the first half when he was wheeled out and his teammates got a chance to see him here at M&T Bank Stadium. He's on the slow road to recovery. Until now, his parents have shied away from talking publicly about Van's injury, but as Mary Beth Marsden will show us, the community sport has been so overwhelming, they wanted to share their story.
Give Van the ball, and he'll make the most of it. On the field, among his peers, in life.
Outgoing. People look up to him. He likes to have fun.
Mom Shelley and Dad Van are watching and helping their 16-year-old boy navigate a playing field more challenging than they've ever known before. On September 25th, minutes after Coach Abbott yelled to him on the field,
Van, open side, Van, open up a little bit, back up.
Loyola was winning in the third quarter. Seconds later, young Van collided with another player while making a tackle. He was not to get up. Shelley was by his side on the field. His teammates watched from the sidelines as Van was flown to shock trauma. Today, he continues to battle a severe compressed spinal cord injury.
He's not angry about the accident because, you know, you figure after an accident like this, they may not want to look at football anymore, but that's not him.
We can blame the game. I worry more about him being in the street than playing a football game. But that's where it happened, in the football game. You know, but again, it's life.
The Brooks have hope and faith, and the prayers of the entire area. Loyola's every play is in Van's honor.
On the team, it's been a real spiritual issue. We pray for him all the time. You know, at the end of the huddle, we'll say 2-5, his number.
And that magic number is everywhere. Buttons, helmets, armbands. Calvert Hall and schools all around the area are raising money for his recovery efforts. Even Raven star linebacker Ray Lewis has found a new friend.
He's a bright kid. He's, oh man, and his smile is, he's, even in the situation he's in, he's always smiling. And Van, I love that kid.
He's coming back next week, so he's been coming in there, and it's good for him. He needs something like this right now.
And the support from everyone?
It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It really is. The prayers is what does it. Get prayers, prayers, prayers. How can I help you? Pray. In looking at the different situations from day one to now, you learn to appreciate a lot of things in life, the little things. It makes all the difference in the world, you know. Just to see them smile means a whole lot.
And today is Thanksgiving.
It's a day for thanking God for being here, because it could have been worse. We still have our son, so that's something to be thankful for.
He's alive, and I have to tell him, we don't care what kind of condition you in. All that's minor. You are alive.
And in true Van style, his parents say number 25 will put 100% into overcoming all obstacles.
And he is very determined, so he's not going to let none of this hold him back. Regardless of whether he's out there playing football or teaching it, he will be back out there again. And you will have to know my son to know that.
A heart-touching story on this Thanksgiving. Van Brooks and his family, our thoughts and prayers go out to them. And a celebrity auction and gala Saturday, December 4th at 6:30 to 11 p.m. at Loyola's Knott Hall to raise funds for the family as they take on the enormous medical bills that come with this. And you can call 410-472-9492. Contact Pat Utz, and tickets at vanbrooks.com. Stan, I know your kids over at Gilman raised money. The community has really reached out.
Raised $2,000 with a bake sale. Our kids, big football players, selling brownies.
Nice.
Awarded to Van's mother right after our game. And if you want to make contributions, you can see on the screen where you can do that.
Provident Bank of Maryland. The address up there, 114 East Lexington Street, 5th floor, Baltimore, Maryland, 21202. That's the Van Brooks Recovery Fund. We're at halftime. Loyola leads Calvert Hall 14-7. Back right after this.
Murray Cellular Associates, an authorized singular wireless agent, has been your best choice for wireless service since 1990. Murray Cellular Associates keeps you connected on select plans with rollover minutes, free nights and weekends, plus family talk lines starting at just $9.99. And now with 2 locations, Murray Cellular Associates truly is your one-stop shop for all your wireless needs.
Hi, I'm Tom Murray with Murray Cellular Associates. Thank you for your business and happy Thanksgiving.
Buying a new TV should be fun. So why do so many places make it so hard to choose? To install? To understand? Well, at Tweeter, they've got people who know today's TVs inside and out, who listen, who can help you sort out your options, who can make sure you actually enjoy your new system. At Tweeter, they've got the people who can simplify your life and the power to untangle your mind.
Emergency inventory elimination on over 500 pre-owned vehicles at the Bob Bell Pre-Owned Outlet, Baltimore's only power dealer, driving down prices to $39.95. Power rates from 3.9%. Power payments from $99 a month. No credit applications refused. No money down. Guaranteed 50% off. Cars, sport utilities, trucks, GM certified. Everything goes. Now through Monday at the Bob Bell Pre-Owned Outlet, Eastern Avenue, across from East Point Mall.
Welcome back to What's Cooking at Halftime, brought to you by Charcoal Grill. It tastes so good.
Dan Ronzon has been selected as Calvert Hall Scholar Athlete, the senior team captain, plays guard and maintains a 3.8 GPA, including his course workload are AP Calculus and Economics. Dan's a member of the National Honor Society and Eagle Scout and scored 1270 on the SAT. Congratulations, Dan Ronzon, Calvert Hall's Scholar Athlete. Halftime score 14-7. Loyola leads Calvert Hall. And there's Brady going in a hurry. Pretty quick start, Brady.
Yeah, big plays from big guys. Brady Smith scored both touchdowns in this game. One 19 yards, and then the short play, and then
pretty
of course,
play here. Yeah, Newton throwing it.
Mike Newton has gained 97 yards on the ground, and another, what was this one, 32 yards in the air?
To Josh Wagner for the touchdown, 32-yard score. That tied it at 7, and then Newton doing what he does best, carrying the football and taking off for a 55-yard scamper here.
Yeah, 97 yards on 6 carries. I'd say that's a pretty good average, Scott. Yeah. Now, we had 2 for 16 you can figure out right away. How about 6 for 97?
That's way over my head. That's way over my head. And then they started putting numbers, letters in there, those X's and stuff. There's Newton finishing off the big run. Loyola came back with a very impressive drive at the end of the half. The Dons went 81 yards in 9 plays, and guess who finished it?
Yep, following it, Rob Utz, the guy we talked about earlier, the scholar athlete and two-way player, and Brady follows him right into the end zone. Just you know, it's a play that I hope that Calvert Hall can adjust to the second half, because you know where he's going.
First downs, 10-7 Loyola. Rushing yards, a little edge, Calvert Hall with the big run, and passing yards, 75-57 as we go back down to Jamie Costa. We're not going back down. We're going to take a break, and then we'll go down to Jamie and Jay Robinson. Back right after this. Loyola leads 14-7.
Mouth-watering baby back ribs, buffalo wings, ocean fries, and of course, Baltimore's best pit beef. Fans, when you're hungry, visit the Charcoal Grill for lunch or dinner, or place your tailgate order for the next big game. Located in Parkville and coming soon to Perry Hall and Edgewood, the Charcoal Grill is your place for party platters and full-service catering. Stop by today or visit us at chargrill.com. The Charcoal Grill. It tastes so good.
Built by the Jesuits on Ignatian principles, Loyola Blakefield has offered an outstanding Catholic college preparatory education for more than 150 years. This is Jim McKay, class of 39. Our mission is to graduate intellectually competent men who are religious, loving, and committed to justice, integrity, and open to growth. Loyola Dons are leaders, not followers, who exemplify academic excellence, faith, and being men for others.
Still under review, and now the ref is calling upstairs for help.
I'm in real trouble. I can't see anything here. Did you see it? Well, you want to let me in on the secret? You're watching the game, right? You come on. I can't see anything on this screen. Anything. Who's out? Oh, honey, I love you. Thank you so much.
Good luck. When clarity really matters, a TV with DLP is the right call.
After further review, a player was out of bounds. First down!
Amazing picture with no burn-in or fading. Be sure your next TV has DLP. A Texas Instruments technology.
You're doing business at Schaefer and Strominger. It's a hard name to say, but an easy place to do business.
Calvert Hall coach Jay Robinson, there is nothing wrong with your offense.
In the red zone, we missed one. We had a great chance to get in and get a touchdown and didn't get it done, so that hurt us a little bit.
All right, how about Newton? Second half is okay?
Newton's all right. He got banged up a little bit, but he's going to be fine.
Just watch number 5 in the second half.
Yeah, I wish we could get about 14, 15 guys on defense to slow him down. He's a heck of a player.
All right, Jay, good luck in the second half. We're at half. Loyola 14, Calvert Hall 7. Back with more of the 85th Turkey Bowl right after this.
There's a sign on the corner in your neighborhood that says Citgo, a sign people in Baltimore and Greater Maryland count on every day. Maybe it's because Carroll Independent Fuel has provided great products and convenient locations for so long. Or maybe it's because our stores are run by people from your own community. People you can count on for friendly service, who care about the things that truly matter. People who understand the most important thing is giving you exactly what you want. Citgo and Carroll Independent Fuel. Good gas, good neighbors.
With today's low interest rates, there's never been a better time to come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank for a fixed-rate home equity loan or a line of credit. Pay off high-interest credit cards, make home improvements, or pay for college tuition. Baltimore County Savings Bank makes the application and settlement for your home equity loan quick and easy. Call or visit baltcosavings.com for today's low rates. You'll get more from your home when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank. FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
Now through Sunday only, Gordon's Jewelers has tremendous savings on fabulous diamonds. This 1-carat bracelet is $100 off. This half-carat ring will save you $200. And you'll save $300 on these 1-carat solitaire earrings. Quantities are limited. Save now through Sunday only at Gordon's. Gordon's Jewelers since 1905.
Buying or selling a home? Call Jim Stevens at RE/MAX Elite Realty, 410-931-9200. The Baltimore County Savings Bank Turkey Bowl. Brought to you by Cavalier Telephone. Talk more, surf more, spend less on local long distance and DSL. Tweeter for all your consumer electronic needs. We can untangle your mind. And Charcoal Grill. It tastes so good.
And welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium. Loyola leads Calvert Hall 14-7. Look at some of the crowd here at the bank. We want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and a special happy Thanksgiving to my partner Keith Mills. Keith loved to be here today. We'll have him back shortly. And Stan White filling in very capably today and enjoying himself, right?
Tough to fill in for Keith. He's Mr. High School football, basketball, baseball, everything.
Loves this event.
And, yeah, he's Mr. Baltimore, that's for sure.
So we're ready to go. Loyola in the white, and there, Stan, I was going to say we wanted to tell the fans how the weather conditions have changed here in the last 15-20 minutes. Wind really picking up.
Yeah, you see they're going to may have to have somebody hold this ball if it falls off again, but the wind is the most difficult of the elements to deal with in football. Because even if you're throwing with the wind, it's hard for the quarterback to judge it, not overthrow it. The velocity is harder. It really takes the passing game almost out of a game at times.
Brandon Small to kick it off. Near side might go out of bounds. Nope. Takes a bounce back in, and the Hall grabs it at the 10, and that turned out to be a good break for Loyola as they're unable to advance it. Down at the 11-yard line is Bryce Oakes.
Yeah, that's just
not a real good kick, but great result.
Well, if you remember, Calvert Hall kicked off the same exact kick, and it bounced out of bounds. Yes. But you get the ball on the 35-yard line in high school when the ball is kicked out of bounds. That led to a touchdown. This one hits and has backspin on it. Looks like one of your golf shots. It hit, just sit right at the pin, and it right in that corner. So instead of the 35, they get the ball on the 10-yard line. You're talking about a 25-yard difference on the bounce of the ball.
Good news for Calvert Hall. Mike Newton is in the backfield. He was injured late in the half. He's their star running back.
Unbalanced.
Andrew Robinson, the quarterback, gives it to Newton. Right back to work. Cuts it up and gets to the 15-yard line. About 4 on the play. Aaron Slaughter on the stop. Newton looks like, I guess that's the senior in him, Stan, but it looks like he, for a guy that's pretty gifted, has patience and sets up his blocks.
Yeah, he does a good job. This is their power play. They block down, kick out, guard around through. He's run that play so many times, and he knows he's got to wait for that guard to get there, because that's his lead blocker. He goes too quick, he loses his blocker.
That guard was Dan Zawitowski out in front of him. And good job by the Loyola defense this time. They faked the pitch out to Newton and try to trap play, and they weren't biting.
No, they went with their other fullback. They had been using a tailback at fullback, Twan Young, but they put in their true fullback, DeMar Montgomery, and tried to sneak him up the middle, thinking that Loyola would say, oh, he's the blocking back. He never carries it. He hardly has carried it this whole year. The element of surprise they were hoping for didn't quite get it.
Calvert Hall with the football, trailing Loyola 14-7. 3rd down and 6 for Andrew Robinson. So he waits the snap from Jesse Stolba. Pitch out Newton, and he's stopped short of the 1st down, up around the 19-yard line. Hamlet, the inside linebacker who leads Loyola with 103 tackles.
Watch Hamlet really do a good job of filling the hole here. He cuts it back inside. Right there he is. and he comes in and makes a good tackle, stops him short of the first down. 4th and 3, and they have to punt.
Trey Fackler, the junior, has done a good job punting for the Cardinals, standing back at his 5. See what the wind does to this one. It knocks it down. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, it's going
really
backwards.
And now here comes the end-over-end roll back upfield.
Ends up to be about a 6-yard punt.
Yeah, from the 12 to the 20.
Oh, they say 8. I was a crack stat guy. He's going to correct me here, huh?
Only
2 yards. Huh?
We're going to take a timeout. 9:56 to play, third quarter. Loyola leads Calvert Hall 14-7.
Hi, everybody. Fred Manfor for Adams Jeep in Aberdeen. I'm with Lloyd Hawk. He's thrilled to be part of such a great Baltimore tradition.
Well, Loyola Calvert Hall is a game is a great tradition here in Baltimore. It's been going on for many, many years, and it's a tradition of Thanksgiving that we enjoy here at Adams Jeep. A lot of our customers are Loyola and Calvert Hall students, teachers, and graduates, and we just want to wish them all a happy Thanksgiving.
Adams Jeep in Aberdeen on Route 22, just a long fly ball from Ripken Stadium.
Murray Cellular Associates, an authorized Singular wireless agent, has been your best choice for wireless service since 1990. Murray Cellular Associates keeps you connected on select plans with rollover minutes, free nights and weekends, plus family talk lines starting at just $9.99. And now with 2 locations, Murray Cellular Associates truly is your one-stop shop for all your wireless needs.
Hi, I'm Tom Murray with Murray Cellular Associates. Thank you for your business and happy Thanksgiving.
This is our house. Everything you have trained for your entire life has prepared you for this moment. It's us versus them. All I want to talk about is how big they are, and that this is the year they knock us off. Well, when they come in here, they got to play our game in our house, and nobody beats us in our house. We must protect this house.
Under Armour is a proud sponsor of the Van Brooks Foundation. Please visit vanbrooks.com for more information on how you can make a difference.
All right, we're keeping a close eye on number 5, Brady Smith. There was something circling around a stadium here that he may have nicked an ankle here. We're watching him on the sideline. He didn't come in when Loyola's offense took the field. He was out there trying to stretch it out a little bit, and we're still watching to see if number 5, he's still on the sideline right now, trying to work it out back upstairs.
No, he's out there, Jamie. He's on the left wing. But the quarterback is Joe Lennon. And an inside handoff reverse, Devin Gordon. Penalty markers down as Gordon takes off inside the 10, forced out of bounds, down around the 7, but a flag's down. One of the Loyola coaches all worked up. I don't think that's Brian Abbott, is it?
It looked like Brian. That's the way he reacts.
I guess it is Brian.
I can't tell because of all the clothing they have on, but a 16-yard gain is going to come back. Nice little winkle again, little reverse, something they haven't shown too much.
Gordon, good speed.
Chance to break open the game. You know, they had the lucky bounce on the kick, then they get a punt into the wind, which only goes 8 yards.
The block in the back on the offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
You know, one thing that I do have a problem with in high school is they call block in the back all the time. No matter what happens, the guy turns, that's when they called right there in 57. At no other level would that have been called a clip or a block in the back.
We got Brandon Murphy. So back to the 41-yard line go the Dons. 1st and 24 now. Lennon under center. Fakes to Utz. There's some pressure. Broke the first tackle, but is dropped for about a 1-yard loss, and Calvert Hall will get credit for a sack there. Good pressure right from the get-go, Stan.
Yeah, they had the outside pressure, which made him step up in the pocket right here, and then Dane Robinson comes up the middle, but misses the tackle. You know you hate to miss a tackle when you got a free sack like that.
Nick Carr was the first in there, number 3, and then Mazaraz finished him off, the 260-pound senior.
They got a lot of those who played at Calvert Hall.
Dad, 2 brothers were captains that went on to West Point. Alex also thinking possibly of going to West Point. 2nd and 26 from the 42. Joe Lennon looking downfield. Here comes the pressure, and down he goes. He threw the football away, but that's going to be grounded.
Yeah, that was grounded. That was obvious an attempt to avoid the loss of yardage. So that's going to be a penalty.
So Loyola here really buttoning up, Stan.
They got the ball in the 26.
Yeah,
a chance really to blow open the game, and they get a penalty, a sack, and another penalty. So this is keeping. Yeah, you can see that's just that's a bad decision by Lennon on here to try to throw that ball when he's in the grasp here.
Good pressure from Michael Stangroom. That's what caused that penalty. He was taking Lennon down, and Lennon just ditched it.
So they, what'd you say? How many Mazarones were there?
Well, Dad played at Calvert Hall. He was a teammate of.
Intentional grounding on the offense. 5 yards, loss of down.
Loss of down from the spot, not from the line of scrimmage,
right.
From the spot.
Alex's dad was a teammate of Jay Robinson's at Calvert Hall, and then 2 brothers were captains at Calvert Hall and went on to West Point.
Yeah, speaking of West Point, my son-in-law is home from Germany. He just got back from Iraq. He was a West Point graduate, and he's going to Afghanistan. So it's a nice Thanksgiving to have them home.
Sandwich that in between those 2 stops. Bad snap. Lennon handles it. Up the middle and down to about the 49. Short gain on the play. Got about 3 or 4-yard gain. Dean Robinson brought him down.
Quarterback draw. Safe in that situation. It was third in the rest of the field. So,
talking about families, Trey Valeggia, the center for Loyola. Of course, his dad played at Loyola and then was a catcher at Alabama. Lost to Roger Clemens in the College World Series. Played in the Oriole organization. So kind of a line there in the Loyola.
Oh, bad snap. This will change the game around.
Dubiowski retreats, tries to get a punt off, and it's caught by one of his teammates, and it'll be down there at the 35. He can't advance it. He was looking to take off with it. A 13-yard loss on the play, and now Calvert Hall in business, trailing 14-7 as we take a timeout.
Insurance companies and their lawyers will look out for the negligent driver, but you need someone to look out for you. Call Sines, Kirk, and Miles at 1-800-LAWYERS. Let's talk about it, because if you have a phone, you have a lawyer.
America's Best Designer Madness Sale. 2 pairs of incredible designer glasses for just $69.95. With a free eye exam. We've bought thousands of designer frames by Bill Blass, DKNY, Nicole Miller, Oscar de la Renta, Eddie Bauer, and more. You'd spend over $200 for these frames alone at other stores. Now get 2 pairs of designer glasses, including lenses, and a free eye exam for just $69.95. Hurry, sale ends November 27th. Call 1-800-2PAIR or go online.
Diamonds, the perfect Christmas gift. The Jewelry Factory has 3-stone diamond pendants for $29 and quarter-carat studs for $49. Prices so low we guarantee all our jewelry to appraise for double. Buy Factory Direct and save. The Jewelry Factory in Bethesda.
Stand trouble here. Well, Manute Bowl couldn't have caught that snap.
Well, that's when you have your center snap in high school especially, and then try to block as part of your protection. I think you should just let the center snap it. If he gets a good snap, you're in pretty good shape. But if he has to block, sometimes he comes out of it too quickly, and that's what ends up.
Well, special teams factoring in here in the early part of the second half. This is Newton trying to get wide. Now cuts it back over the middle, finds a gap.
He does best. That's what he does. He stretches it and then finds that one gap along the line. That's why they call it a stretch play. You run out, you stretch the whole defense along the line of scrimmage, and then he cuts back with it where there's one guy that doesn't follow his there. 21 overruns it there. He snaps back and ends up an 8-yard gain.
So Mike Newton advances it inside the 30, 2nd down and 2 from the 28. Calvert Hall needs a touchdown and point after to tie. Loyola on top 14-7. Yeah, here's Twan Young. 220-pound sophomore bangs down close to a first down, about a yard short.
Yeah, put the big tail back in. With the elephant backfield.
Rob Hudson made the stop. As you look at Mike Newton and Jay Robinson over on the sideline. Looks like Newton will send the play in as he replaces Young.
There's a big 3rd down play. Actually, they got 2 downs.
Two
if
cracks,
you look at it here. I mean, they're not going to kick a field goal from this, so they're going to go for it on 2 downs to make this. Wouldn't even be surprised, you know. I think they'll probably run it, but it'd be a good point to fake it. They got Dane Robinson. They like to run towards Dane Robinson. He's the better blocking tight end.
And that's the side they go to. Option. Oh, and a big hit. Andrew Robinson turned it upfield, and he got smacked. Brady Smith.
It's going to be close. Just a down the line, down the line option. It's a good job. Right there, he cuts it up. The linebackers fill. Utz, Brady Smith. The good thing, that's what I talk about. They're very aggressive defensively. And once in a while, that would have been a good time on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, when a 4-down territory to do a play action. Yeah, take a shot because you're going to get them to overact like they did on the halfback pass. You know, they're very aggressive. Do something to slow them down. Do something to take advantage of it.
We're going to get a measurement now. Brady Smith and Utz combined on that tackle. Nice play by the Loyola defense. Jim Oliver and his crew. Looks like it's short, yeah. Almost a full yard. Jay Robinson had plenty of time to figure out what he wanted to run on 4th down with the measurement.
Yep, Calvert Hall's defense really kept him in the game after that 8-yard punt. They got in the 26-yard line. They pushed him all the way back in a bad snap. Now it's time for Calvert Hall's offense to step up and get them back not only in the game but tied in the game. They have the opportunity. It's a golden opportunity here.
So 4th and a couple of feet coming up. 6:19 to play 3rd quarter. Loyola on top 14-7. Calvert Hall driving. And here they come.
Yeah, I like to get the ball in the hands of my best player here.
Are you saying Mike Newton?
That's the guy. You know, it's his last game. I don't care if he's small.
Andrew Robinson on the sneak, and I'm not sure he got it. Loyola pushed them back. They won the battle up front. Let's see. Good job by those guys up front.
Yeah, you never know where they're going to mark the ball, Scott.
Right. It's subjective.
It's within it's plus or minus a yard, let me tell you. Because doesn't look like he got back to the line of scrimmage here. Does he fall forward at the very end? Doesn't look like it. I don't think he ever made. Look at the ball is. It's behind that line. And now the ball is marked in front of that line.
Not enough.
Yep.
So Loyola's defense holds. They take over on downs. We step out. 6:03 to play 3rd quarter. Loyola still on top 14-7.
Tired of waiting in line? Then start banking online with Baltimore County Savings Bank. Visit baltcosavings.com, click the online banking link, and start paying bills, check account balances, transfer funds, and more, all from the convenience of your home, 24 hours a day. No checks to write, stamps to buy, or lines to wait in. So stop banking in line and start banking online when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank, FDIC insured.
Who's switching to Cavalier Telephone? The guy at the office switched for the $24.95 plan, including 5 cents a minute in-state or out-of-state long distance and 12 top-notch calling features. Your ex-girlfriend switched for the unlimited long distance plan, just to stay in touch with her new jet-set boyfriend. Your old college buddy wanted the $25 a month high-speed DSL. There's plenty of reasons to switch to Cavalier Telephone. What are you waiting for?
Hi everybody, Fred Manfor for Adams Jeep in Aberdeen. I'm with Lloyd Hawk. He's thrilled to be part of such a great Baltimore tradition.
Well, Loyola Calvert Hall is a game is a great tradition here in Baltimore. It's been going on for many, many years, and it's a tradition of Thanksgiving that we enjoy here at Adams Jeep. A lot of our customers are Loyola and Calvert Hall students, teachers, and graduates, and we just want to wish them all a happy Thanksgiving.
Adams Jeep in Aberdeen on Route 22, just a long fly ball from Ripken Stadium.
Fan Cam is brought to you by Charcoal Grill. Visit our website at www.charcoalgrill.com. Yeah, fans having a good time here. Breezy overcast now at M&T Bank Stadium. And Loyola gets the ball back after their defense did a great job on 4th and less than a yard. Joe Lennon at quarterback gives it off to Rob Utz. He's got some running room. Utz across the 40, and that's a first down. 13 yards on the play. Rob Utz, the senior, his final Turkey Bowl. Playing both sides of the ball. We saw him make a nice play as a linebacker.
Yeah, well, he's smart, too. We got 14-70 on his SATs. Now, that's pretty good, as he made a real smart cut there. So it was an inside play that he took outside. Follows his guards. Watch him here. Dip inside and then cut outside.
He placed
Dip in, cut out.
He placed a pretty good one. Chris Gilliard, who rushed for about 1,000 yards, was the feature back a year ago. First down and 10, Loyola. Hand off to Utz. He's out near midfield and close to another first down.
10 yards
I think
across.
He has one, yeah.
10 yards across. That was a big stop by Loyola there. The tide had turned, and we talked about during the break that I'm sure they said number 25 when they broke the huddle to stop that short yardage play, as we see Rob Utz here taking that little cross trap play.
Stan, you mentioned the fundraiser coming up. Ray Lewis has been a part of Van's life, and Brian Billick's helping out on that work.
Yeah, so one of the people that heads the committee, Tim Richardson, came to me and asked about Brian. So I went in to Brian's office and I said, I need to talk to you about this. And boy, right away, I asked him, can you come for 5 or 10 minutes? He said, I'm going to come for an hour. I'll be a part of the VIP banquet. I'll get you started. He really picked up on this because he realizes this is a kid like his kids.
Absolutely. Out of the shotgun, Lennon right back to Utz, near side, and boy, they're really carving up some yardage now.
Another 10.
Yeah. So Utz with 3 straight carries for about 34 yards.
Yeah, you wonder if stopping him on 4th down, 3rd and short, 4th and down takes a little out of the team, you know, and conversely, it gives Loyola, you know, that emotion that they need to carry forward, because Utz is just grinding them out now. They need to come up with a play defensively here, because this is not the way Loyola plays. They're in 2-back sets. They're just running the football.
Mike Horn into the backfield now with Utz. And they pitch it to Horn on the right side. Ooh, he is picked up and slammed down. Big hit right there coming out. Hooting and hollering is Brian Irving. That's the form tackle that you like to teach, Coach.
Yeah, he's outside linebacker, strong safety. I guess that's why they call him strong safety. Here you see they came up with the blitz here. You saw Mike Newton coming off the backside, and this is just a 1-yard gain because he stayed outside.
A little rodeo.
Held his leverage. Yeah. Rope him cowboy, huh?
2nd and 9 from the 38. Calvert Hall leads, or Loyola leads Calvert Hall 14-7. Under 4 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Here comes Utz again, running off left guard that time, down near the 32-yard line. Let's go down to the sidelines. That's where Jamie Costello is.
Well, Loyola coaches were saying you can't let that defensive stop go to a wasted effort. Drive this ball, drive them off the ball, move them back on their heels. Loyola's doing just that. Watch the blocking up front. Stan, watch number 5, Brady Smith, and the blocking that he's doing up there.
And then in the offensive line, Cranston, Prosser, Valegia, Protzman, and Murphy getting it done.
We got Brady lined up as a tight end, as Jamie was talking about. He's providing that corner. You see, he just drives the guy off the ball.
And this is Utz. Flag is thrown into the pile. Looks like he had the first down, but we've got a penalty.
You know, tight end's a very important position in high school because you really want to just control that corner. Look what Brady does here. Just pushes him way back off the ball. At Gilman a couple years ago, we had a kid named Victor Abiamiri who's playing at Notre Dame now. We put him at tight end, and then we had this little boy over here the year before at tight end. So
you're referring to your son Stan, who's not so little anymore. doing a good job as my spotter today.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat third down.
Well, let's see how costly that one is, Stan. Instead of a first down, I think they had the first down. Now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and if I were Loyola, with the wind the way it is, I wouldn't throw here. I'd go for 2 running plays to try to make the first down. They've been very successful with it. They're going down the field. This penalty has thrown a little monkey wrench into it, like the last drive. They start off that penalty and knocked it back. Then they started throwing the ball, and they kept going further back. They've been successful. Just keep throwing the ball. Running the ball here.
See referee Joe Oliver stepped in. Gordon at the top of the screen, wide to the far side. Quick toss out to the back and down near the 30-yard line. John Henry Clayton.
That's one way to avoid a sack, isn't it? The quick passes, like that's called a bubble pass. Those are in spread open offense. Those are their outside. Those are their sweeps. It's an easier pass to complete with the wind and so forth because it's quick.
Good toss, though. He put it right in his hands.
Well, the key is you got to put it exactly where the guy's running.
You got to make him stay in stride.
So
right?
So he can stay in stride and keep running. It's like a toss sweep instead of a toss sweep. It's a bubble pass. You have one blocker out in front of you, you go.
This is 4th and 2. Student body right for Brady Smith.
I think he'll go right.
And he does go right behind all those blockers, and he's got a first down. Better get him down. He's just dragging people. Brady Smith, just a big, strong kid, 6'2", 245, and just punishing tacklers.
The way Calvert Hall hasn't adjusted to that hardly at all. He's shifting their line over, doing everything. 6 yards on that carry. You could line him up and run this every play of the game and just go right down the field because they're just not making the adjustments. And he can get 5 or 6 yards on his own even if there's somebody over there.
You see the strength. He's matching up against kids 50 and 60 pounds lighter than he is. 1st and 10 from the 26. Lennon gives it to Utz, and he gets inside the 25 to the 23. Somebody shot into the backfield there, almost got Lennon before he could hand the ball off. It's pickup of 3. David Herrick.
That's what you want, though. When you're going to hand the ball inside, you don't care about that guy coming outside. He's taking himself out of the play. Really, Utz just sort of stumbled on their turf. He even had 6, 7 more yards.
Gordon wide to the far side. Rob Utz, the running back. Fake to Utz. Lennon downfield and incomplete. See, he had Brady Smith crossing down around the 10, try to get it to him.
He had predetermined he was going to go to Smith before that because he had the motion man, John Henry Clayton, open in the flat. He should have thrown it to him right away. That would have been a 6, 8 yard gain at the very least. But he would decide he was going to wait for Brady Smith. He was open, but it just became a tougher throw the longer he waited.
Well, now they've got 3rd and 7, 4 down territory. 10th play of the drive for Loyola. They've got a 14-7 lead. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. 50 seconds left. Out of the shotgun. Lennon flips it, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Clayton. A lot of red jerseys around there. Adam Sellers was back there. May have got a hand on the ball.
I think he had 2 hands on it. I think it went right between his hands. I don't know what Lennon was looking at. Joe Lennon was looking and watching it. It looks like it was right between the linebacker's hands. He almost throws it right to him. Right there it did.
Yeah.
He just couldn't get him up fast enough. Good thing he threw it hard, I guess. You can watch this. Right through his hands.
And then Clayton almost caught it. So now 4th down and 7. Loyola just held on downs. Calvert Hall will try to do the same. Lennon out of the gun. Utz in the backfield with him. Clayton in motion. Joe Lennon, good time. And it's nearly caught off the deflection by Clayton. That would have been enough for the first down at the 15-yard line, but Calvert Hall has held on downs. Loyola almost got real lucky there, Stan.
Yeah, they did. Loyola, because if Brady Smith would have caught it going down, it wouldn't have been a first down. And then it's Bobble and Gordon almost
take another look here. Watch Clayton on the deflection. I think it's Clayton right there.
Yeah, 20 or 8, yes, 20.
Yeah, 20. If he would have had it, that would have been enough for the first down. But no go on 4th down, and the score remains 14-7. 39 seconds left in the quarter, and now Calvert Hall comes on.
The penalty stops him again, though. They're only down the field, and the penalty stops him.
Andrew Robinson waits for Evan Williams to get out.
Yeah, they only had 10 men on the field.
They better hurry. Play clock down to 3. They just do get it off in time. Fake to Newton. Uh-oh, look out. Heavy pressure. Robinson gets away from one, but not the second time. And coming back, Jake Quigg. I think he missed him the first time, got him back the second. A loss of 9 on the play.
Yeah, that'll probably be the last play of this quarter as
John Forbes was also in on that.
15 seconds left in the quarter. I'd wait and take the wind if I was Calvert Hall at this point. This little bootleg pass, the guard gets out, but the guard doesn't get out enough to stop the penetration.
Quigg the first to get to him. Watch Quigg didn't give up on the play stand. He gets back into it. And here comes Quigg from the backside. Boom, down he goes.
You get a missed tackle and an assisted tackle on the same play. That shows hustle, though.
And then hanging on down low was John Forbes. So that is the end of the quarter. We played 3 at M&T Bank Stadium. 85th meeting between Loyola and Calvert Hall. Right now, Loyola leads at 14-7.
There's a sign on the corner in your neighborhood that says Citgo, a sign people in Baltimore and Greater Maryland count on every day. Maybe it's because Carroll Independent Fuel has provided great products and convenient locations for so long. Or maybe it's because our stores are run by people from your own community. People you can count on for friendly service, who care about the things that truly matter. People who understand the most important thing is giving you exactly what you want. Citgo and Carroll Independent Fuel. Good gas, good neighbors.
This is our house. Everything you have trained for your entire life has prepared you for this moment. We talk of words such as pride, heart, poise, and toughness. Are these just words, or is that who you are? Courage is not about being scared, it's about being terrified, but persevering anyway.
Down the right. All right, man, let's go. 1st and 10, and they're in an ace set. They're not gonna throw the damn football, you got me? That's what we're looking for. That's Under Armour football. Let's go. It's us versus them. Let's run it again.
All they want to talk about is how big they are, and that this is the year they knock us off. Well, when they come in here, they got to play our game in our house, and nobody beats us in our house.
We must protect this house.
Buying or selling a home? Call Jim Stevens at RE/MAX Elite Realty, 410-931-9200.
There you see our tweeter third quarter stats stand. Loyola with a pretty big edge and double the first downs, but yardage, Calvert Hall, more rushing yards and more passing yards.
Well, if you notice, Calvert Hall has hardly any in the third quarter. They had almost 200 to start the half, and just about 10, 12 yards in the quarter.
Andrew Robinson looking to throw on first down. Runs out of a tackle across the 25. Robinson, nice run, hit from behind and taken down at the 37. Good for a first down. Looked like John Forbes had him wrapped up for a sack, and it turns into a 21-yard gain.
All on his own on that one. We talked about that. You look at this kid and you think he's one of these quarterbacks, you know, he's tall, he's got these 220 pounds, and he gets back in the pocket, but he's a good athlete. He can get out and run. He uses that 220 pounds to break those grab tackles that you'd use on a quarterback. And now he ends up with 21 yards. That's a big first down. Get him out of a backed up situation in their own territory.
And both Forbes and Hatter had him tied up, but good running from Andrew Robinson. Calvert Hall down 7.
Here's your wing T type offense.
This is Newton. Got some room outside. Now uses his speed. And Newton across midfield down to the 45 of Loyola. Another first down, a 19-yard pickup for Mike Newton. Over 100 yards on the day for him. John Forbes knocked him out of bounds.
And he does a nice job getting 5 extra yards. Brady Smith came up and tried to really lay a hit on him. And he makes a nice move right to the sideline. This is your sweep out of the wing tee. Does a nice job of cutting it up. Now watch him. He sprints to the sideline. Now watch him get 5 extra yards here, Scott. Watch. Right here comes Brady. He's faking him like he's going out. Whoop. There you go.
Didn't take the easy way, did he?
No, he didn't.
And this is Young. Short gain down to about the 44. Newton now 10 carries, 132 yards. And remember, he threw a touchdown pass down to the sidelines, and Jamie Costello.
The motto here is take what the defense is going to give you. We'll go inside. If we see a break, keep an eye on number 5. Where is he when we put the ball in the air? That's a simple motto here today for Calvert Hall. But watch number 7, Newton.
Newton, and then watch number 5. You're saying that's Brady Smith, who's all over that defense. Play action fake. Robinson wants to go long, underthrown. Looked like they hit his arm just as he released the football. Number 55 with some pretty good pressure in there for Loyola. Jake Quigg, we've called his name a lot today.
Yeah, no, they hit his arm. He couldn't follow through on it. He couldn't get anything on it. This is your waggle out of the wing tee. Here it comes right there. Hits his arm, couldn't follow through, and ends up way short.
So Jake Quigg, the 205-pound senior, best pass rusher on the team, says his coach. And you saw it right there. 3rd down and 7 from the 43. Jesse Stolba, the center, pointing out at the defense. Robinson out of the gun. Pretty good time. Throws over the middle. It's caught right near the first down. It is good for a first down.
Looks like he's just past the marker. That's their one of their leading receivers, their tight end, Aiden Jones. He's caught 20 passes on the year, has 4 touchdown passes. Does a nice job. He rolls one way, and then he sort of settles back the opposite way. He gets the defense to keep coming with the rollout, keep going to that side, and then he slips behind them the opposite direction.
Pretty good target, too. 6'4", 230. When you're in trouble, you can find that guy. From the 36 on first down, Newton's got it, and not this time. Oh, good job, Dan Protzman, the 290-pound defensive tackle, all over Mike Newton that time. A loss of 2 on the play. Protzman at 290, showing some quickness as well, defeated the blocker, and then just buried Mike Newton.
Well, the few times they've stopped him, he's averaging like 16, 18 yards a carry. I'd give him the ball more.
Work him out. 2nd and 12. We got a delay. I think the play clock got away from him, or maybe a false start. It's going to cost Calvert Hall 5. Dan Ronzon, the right guard, may have come out early.
Dead ball foul. False start. On the offense. 2nd down.
Yeah, when the white hat throws it, that's usually a false start. When the back judge throws it, then that's a delay of game.
Jim Oliver, our referee.
Again, penalties seem to be the biggest problem, and that's what you get in high school. It's hard for a team to go all the way down the field without making a mistake, without getting a penalty. So
that's what we saw in the first half. The long sustained drives,
but they had big plays in it that made those drives go.
2nd and 17 off play action. Look out. He got it off just in time, but again, Andrew Robinson was hit hard as he released the football, and it's Jake Quigg again. He's been all over the quarterback in this game, really disrupting the timing of Calvert Hall.
He is their speed rusher. They put him on the outside. He's not big for a defensive end. He's 6'2", 205, but he does have that ability to get off on the ball, and he gets great penetration into the backfield. And the quarterback knows he's coming.
Stan, as you know, it's not always sacks; it's hurries and pressures.
Oh,
and,
sure.
You know, you can really change the way the game's played.
Him coming right there, right in his back, and you know the quarterback was feeling him coming.
3rd and 17. Calvert Hall down 7. Robinson steps up,
Quigg
and
again.
Down he goes. There he is, Jake Quigg. He's having the game today. That's a sack. mark it at the 45-yard line, and now what are you doing if you you punt, try to pin him down deep?
Definitely. Yeah,
it's too long. If it's 4th and 7 or something, you might go for it, but not 4th and 19.
Yeah, here you see Quigg coming off that side. He's given Jake Sumner just too much today. He can't handle him.
So Trey Fackler in to punt. Corey Capinos back deep for Loyola. Gets it off with the wind now. Capinos, no fair catch. Yes, he did make the fair catch at the 14. I didn't see the signal.
He started to run. He was hoping the ref didn't see it either.
All right, Loyola's got the football and a 14-7 lead. We'll be back right after this.
Cellular Associates, an authorized Singular wireless agent, has been your best choice for wireless service since 1990. Murray Cellular Associates keeps you connected on select plans with rollover minutes, free nights and weekends, plus family talk lines starting at just $9.99. And now with 2 locations, Murray Cellular Associates truly is your one-stop shop for all your wireless needs.
Hi, I'm Tom Murray with Murray Cellular Associates. Thank you for your business and happy Thanksgiving.
If you get an HD TV without Comcast, you may find that something's missing. Like your favorite local broadcast shows in HD, including some of the most popular primetime shows. With Comcast, you get the full high-definition experience. TV is now on your terms.
Back at M&T Bank Stadium, Scott Garceau and Stan White, Jamie Costello down on the sidelines with us. 14-7, getting down to crunch time, Stan. 8:20 left to play. And I guess that's exactly what Jay Robinson wanted there. Pin them back. We haven't had a turnover in the game, and I'm sure Calvert Hall's telling their defense, you guys got to make something happen.
Need one here, yeah. They've had mistakes, obviously a lot of penalties in this game, but no turnovers. Although I would count the snap over the punter's head as a turnover.
Hand off to Utz. Oh, he's into the secondary. Look out across the 30 all the way up to the 33-yard line. 18 yards on the run from Rob Utz.
It's funny how you go into a game thinking you're going to do one thing and then something else is working. Utz is, you know, he's been just cracking off 10 yards at a time, 10, 15 yards at a time, and you wouldn't have expected that. I'm sure that wasn't the main part of their game plan coming in, even running the football.
Yeah, Rob Utz, 293 yards on the year. He's got averaging 9 yards a carry. 9 carries, 82 yards.
They're a big option team. They have hardly used option at all. The straight run has been working for them. Like Brady here.
Here comes Brady Smith pounding across the 40 up to the 42s. He extends the football. Got about 8 or 9 on that run. Yeah, they can thunder and lightning. Brady Smith and Rob Utz.
I think that's thunder and thunder.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're 2 big backs that really come at you and make you know that if you hit them, you're gonna pay a little bit of a price. And you know, you get to the 4th quarter, you may have worn them down by now, like Jamal Lewis does.
2nd and short. Clayton in motion. And this is Smith for the first down and more across midfield down near the 49 at Calvert Hall. Brady Smith and Rob Utz taking turns.
That was a great adjustment by their right guard. He was pulling, the linebacker ran through, and he able to stop and come back and pick up the linebacker. Watch right here. Watch 67. Now watch him stop, come back, and pick up the linebacker who's running through.
It's Brandon Murphy.
That was a real nice adjustment. There's not a whole lot of linemen that can make that adjustment. Once they start going, the linebacker runs behind them. A lot of times they'll get through and throw the runner for a big loss.
Right from midfield, first down and 10. Trey Bledgie over the ball. Snap back to Lennon. Gives it to Utz, and Utz gets about 3 down to the 47. Using up some time now, 6:25 to play. Nick Carr up on the stop for Calvert Hall. He looks over to get the defensive signal. There's Brian Abbott, Loyola's head coach, over on the far side.
He just wants about another 5 minutes of drive here. Maybe 6. We're at 6:09.
And some points on the end of it wouldn't be bad if you're Brian Abbott.
I'm sure he would just like the clock to run out.
Lennon shotgun set. Gives it to Utz. Gets back over the middle. He's still up and moving the pile. That's a first down.
They're just physically dominating the front now. They're just knocking them back off the ball. They're just running right at him.
Watch the end of the run, though, Stan. It looked like Utz was stopped, and he got about 5 or right there. Pretty good tackle, but nothing to bring him down, and he drags him for another 5 yards.
Just keeps those legs moving. Just keeps pushing. I mean, that's what he and Brady have been doing this drive. I mean, this is old-fashioned football here. Woody Hayes would be proud of this.
From the 38, first and 10. Loyola with the ball in the lead, 14-7.
Same play.
And that's inside the 35, down near the 33. Picked up almost 5 yards.
It's funny, they are flip-flopping. Number 67, Brendan Murphy, and Dan Prosman, number 78, depending on the play. And if Calvert Hall would notice that, they would understand, they would know what the play was coming. When they want Murphy to pull, they put him at guard. When they want a big power inside, they put number 78, Prosman, who's 280 pounds, in at guard.
Shotgun set. Lennon gives it to Brady Smith into the secondary. Inside the 20, still up. Inside the 10, down to the 8. First and goal, Loyola, as Brady Smith cracks off a 26-yard run.
That was the inside play, so they had Prosman, number 78, at guard. When they wanted the pulling play, they put number 67, Murphy. Watch there, 78 inside right there, blocking on, and he opens up the hole right there for Brady Smith. And all of a sudden, there's Brady running through at 240 pounds, getting into the secondary, and those poor guys there are just saying, let me get some jersey, let me get some help, let me get him down.
Dan Protzman saw some big plays on the defensive side. He's having a full day. That turkey's going to taste real good. Loyola trying to get it into the end zone now. 14-7. Brady Smith plows down to about the 3. 5 yards on the gain. This power football.
Yeah, they're bringing in the big boys now. I would expect to see the bunch left. Brady, single wing, running back, quarterback, just pound into the end zone. See Prosman there again at guard, opening up the hole. Brady running through and running over people.
Yeah, those guys in the secondary, no match for him. Yeah, late hit.
Yeah, could have been very much a late hit right there. Yeah, here's that formation.
Second and goal just inside the 4-yard line.
Move over to your right, Calvert Hall. Oh, they went the other way, huh?
and walked in. Walked in. That's good thing you're not coaching, Stan. Would have been just as easy as it was, right? So. Now they crossed him up that time, and guess what? Brady Smith has his 3rd touchdown of the game. Pretty good way to go out as a senior in the Turkey Bowl.
I guess so,
right?
yeah.
Brady Smith just walked in. I'll give credit to those guys up front. They really won the battle at the line of scrimmage that whole series. Dubiowski on for the point after. Snap a little high. Kick is good. Nice job by the holder to get it down. That's Mike Kemp. We're going to take a timeout. Loyola has stretched the lead to 21-7. 3:26 left in the Turkey Bowl.
Timeout.
What is it?
With today's low interest rates, there's never been a better time to come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank for a fixed rate home equity loan or a line of credit. Pay off high interest credit cards, make home improvements, or pay for college tuition. Baltimore County Savings Bank makes the application and settlement for your home equity loan quick and easy. Call or visit baltcosavings.com for today's low rates. You'll get more from your home when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank. FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
If it's a Yamaha, you'll find it at Pete Cycle Yamaha. The 05s are in, and they're hot. Check out the complete line of V-Star Cruisers. Sport bikes like the R1 and R6. Off-road dirt bikes for any age. And Yamaha Vino scooters. For sales, parts, service, and accessories, it's Pete Cycle Yamaha in Baltimore, Bel Air, and Severna Park. Family owned and operated as Baltimore's motorcycle leader for over 66 years.
Who's switching to Cavalier Telephone? Your neighbor switched to save money each month on our $24.95 plan with 5 cents a minute in-state or out-of-state long distance. Your other neighbor chose Cavalier to get the top-notch features, including voicemail and caller ID. The school teacher switched to get the $25 blazing fast DSL internet access. There's plenty of reasons to switch to Cavalier Telephone. What are you waiting for?
Here's your game summary, and there's a whole bunch of Smiths up there. Those aren't the Smith brothers. That's the Remax game summary.
I think Calvert Hall thinks there's more than one Brady Smith out there. They see him at tight end, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, defensive back. They think there's a bunch of Brady Smiths out there.
Yeah, Brady Smith all over the Remax game summary. His rushing figure, 16 carries, 99 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
And he's been a big part of the rest of the ground game too. He's been playing tight end, he's been playing at other positions, blocking back, and he's really opened up for Rob Utz to get his yardage.
Yep. And impressive drives. Loyola's 3 touchdown drives, 65 yards, 81 yards, and now 85 yards. Short kick into the wind. And Williams grabs it at about the 17. And he stopped up around the 23-yard line. Good coverage by Loyola. Only 6 yards out of the return. We'll take a timeout. 3:19 left to play. Loyola leads 21-7.
Hi, everybody. Fred Manfor for Adams Jeep in Aberdeen. I'm with Lloyd Hawk. He's thrilled to be part of such a great Baltimore tradition.
Well, Loyola Calvert Hall is a game is a great tradition here in Baltimore. It's been going on for many, many years, and it's a tradition of Thanksgiving that we enjoy here at Adams Jeep. A lot of our customers are Loyola and Calvert Hall students, teachers, and graduates, and we just want to wish them all a happy Thanksgiving.
Adams Jeep in Aberdeen on Route 22, just a long fly ball from Ripken Stadium.
There's a sign on the corner in your neighborhood that says Citgo, a sign people in Baltimore and Greater Maryland count on every day. Maybe it's because Carroll Independent Fuel has provided great products and convenient locations for so long. Or maybe it's because our stores are run by people from your own community. People you can count on for friendly service, who care about the things that truly matter. People who understand the most important thing is giving you exactly what you want. Citgo and Carroll Independent Fuel. Good gas, good neighbors.
Built by the Jesuits on Ignatian principles, Loyola Blakefield has offered an outstanding Catholic college preparatory education for more than 150 years. This is Jim McKay, class of '39. Our mission is to graduate intellectually competent men who are religious, loving, and committed to justice, integrity, and open to growth. Loyola Dons are leaders, not followers, who exemplify academic excellence, faith, and being men for others.
Scott Garceau, Stan White, and Jamie Costello. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Loyola on top of Calvert Hall, 21-7. Andrew Robinson now, I think, has to go with a little throw mode here, Stan.
Yeah, he doesn't have much choice, and he's getting hit. And of course, Loyola knows that too. So they just put him on the back on that play, and they're going to be sending the dogs now. This is when a defense really loves to get going. I think that was John Forbes who got into him that time.
Well, he's been hit a lot. He's been hit a lot today as he's throwing the football.
Yeah, those two defensive ends, especially Jake Quigg, have really done a good job of speed rushing around the end.
2nd and 10 from the 22 out of the gun. 3 wide receivers to the left side, bottom of your screen. A little flip pass out here to Williams. Evan Williams up across the 30, out of bounds at the 31, a little short of the first down, about 9 on that play. There's Jay Robinson, Cardinals head coach, and Andrew Robinson, no relation. waiting for the play call.
We talked about the wind at halftime. It really has changed the nature of this game, because Loyola, who likes to throw the ball, you know, a good part of their offense, just went right back to the power running game. And they found that they could handle Calvert Hall up front. And they just stuck with it. They put Brady up there as a blocker, then they changed him up and they ran it, and they just really wore down Calvert Hall's front. And just by the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, they had their way with them.
Jim Oliver came over to the sideline to take a look. The chains all the way across the field to see if it was a first down.
Is that a golf ball?
Oh yes, something out on the field.
Maybe that's what they used the challenge, you know.
Maybe somebody
thought the coach's challenge.
Maybe somebody thought they were going to the Orange Bowl and threw an orange out there or something. It's the Turkey Bowl. I'm glad that somebody didn't throw a turkey out there. Third down and 1 from the 31.
That was illegal. That's right. That's illegal substitution. They had 12 guys in the huddle.
Let's see what happened, Stan.
Well, that number 2 ran off like he's going out of position. He ran over to the sideline. So you can't have 12 guys in the huddle, and you can't run off the
substitution violation on the offense. Third down.
So fighting an uphill battle. Jay Robinson watches his guys go back 5.
Yeah, now they got to put back in the spread form. Are they going in with their 2 tight ends and put Dane Robinson in for the 3rd and short? Now they go back to their spread set.
Andrew Robinson going to keep it himself, dives across the 30, and he's close to the first down.
Well, you got some fans throwing things on the field here.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's that is dangerous. There's some yellow type, probably lacrosse balls or something, you know. Look at, you see in his hand right there. There's a couple throwing it on there. And somebody should be arrested if they catch him throwing it on the field, because a kid could step on that, he could break his ankle doing something like that.
Don't think it was a lacrosse ball, which is good because those are a lot harder. I think it looked like a softer, spongier ball the way he was squeezing it. But either way, yeah. 4th and 1, last gasp here for Calvert Hall, and they have to take a timeout. I'm not sure if that was a
charge timeout.
Play clock
Calvert
was
Hall.
getting down on him.
It must have been.
Yeah.
It must have been, because you certainly don't want to use it there. You know, you certainly want to
if you make a play, if you make a play and
well, the odds of them scoring 14 points in the last 2 minutes from where they are right now are pretty slim.
But if you make a big pass play, you got a chance for an onside kick.
And you want to give yourself all the possibilities you can.
I
and
agree.
so, but not keeping the timeout or using up the timeout just makes the odds that much greater.
Well, Loyola's came into this game. Their defense had allowed 7 of their 10 opponents 7 points or less, and that's where they are again today. Calvert Hall with a 7 on the board. The Loyola defense this year has averaged 8.6 points a game by their opponents. So
Loyola's got a very good defense, but really Calvert Hall stretched that defense. They put over 200 yards up in the first half. That projects to a 400-yard game in high school. That's a lot of yardage, because it's only 12-minute quarters. So you're talking about, you know, they really put it to Loyola's defense in the first half. But to their credit, to Loyola's credit, they bent, but they didn't break. You know, they gave up the 1 score. They didn't give up the 3rd and 5 from the goal line and forced a field goal try that was missed.
Here we go, 4th and 1. Calvert Hall, they give it to Newton, and he's got the first down. Pops loose and gets up to about the 38-yard line. Go back to what you said earlier, big play. I want the ball in my best player's hands, and that's where they went with it that time.
Yeah, they may have more of a chance to break a big play here by running it with Newton than they do throwing the ball, to tell you the truth, or at least getting the ball to him somehow. Now, they got him in the backfield blocking right now. I don't know that you're going to win this game with him in the backfield blocking.
Robinson, look out, here comes some pressure, gets hit.
Nice catch.
Releases it and completes it to his tight end, Aiden Jones. Yeah, down to the 42-yard line. That's a first down.
Yeah, that was a nice play. I mean, that's a good throw in between a couple linebackers, 19-yard gain. Watch, he rolls.
Good protection.
Now the crossing tight end right there. Boom. Boy, that was nice, because Utz was right in there, almost knocked it down. That's good concentration, the tight end catching it in those tight quarters.
1:43 left. Robinson looking to throw across the field, man open. That's Williams. He's got it at the 35, and now we'll get out of bounds down near the 30-yard line. Looks like it's good for another first down. Even Williams, the junior.
And this little throw out in the flat, Loyola's giving up the stuff underneath. Nice block downfield to get him down to the extra yards for the first down. Williams is a good athlete too, in his own right. He plays defensive back. He's got 4 interceptions, and he's only a junior. He'll be back next year. He may be the feature guy next year.
Well, nice drive here by Calvert Hall. 1:34 left as they measure over on the far side. Was a first down. Wagner goes to the far side of the field. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Loyola with a 4-man front on the defensive side. Robinson deep down the middle.
That's interference,
at the 10-yard line. Flags everywhere. The intended receiver was Josh Wagner.
And they won't get the ball down there. It's a 15-yard penalty at the high school and college levels. But yeah, he was there way too early. It's a nice throw.
Him too, yeah.
Oh yeah, nice throw. He just, I guess at that point in the game, rather than let him catch it, you're better off whacking him down and you just take the 15 yards rather than him catching the ball and getting inside the 10-yard line.
Aaron Slaughter was called for the pass interference. Yeah, they still haven't marked the ball yet.
They're going to. Brian Abbott's on the sideline making sure they do it right.
Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards, automatic first down.
Well, his defense has only given up 12 second-half points this entire season. So they have been good down the stretch. It's not including your overtime.
I guess it's wonder. I guess it didn't
that's the 5th quarter.
I guess that's not the second half.
Right. That's the way I broke that down.
Okay, all right.
1st and 10 from the 18. Robinson trying to get the Cardinals in the end zone. Is he going to run? Yeah. Gets inside the 15 down to the 12. Nearly ran the clock out.
Yeah, Loyola saying that's the kind of plays we want. 6-yard gain.
1:13 and counting.
Now they got everybody. They're gonna spike it here.
Short side of the field. Yeah, stop the clock with 1:04 to play.
I'm not sure they had a legal formation there, but
close enough.
Yeah, close enough, I guess.
Well, Jay Robinson and the Cardinals fighting right down to the end. They would at least like to get a consolation touchdown here, if nothing else, and then you got to take a shot on the onside.
Yeah, if you get a touchdown here, if you recover the onside kick, you throw it up. Yeah.
One game.
I know as a coach on the sideline, I don't feel comfortable in these situations. Completely comfortable.
This is the running back Young. We're going to have to start throwing it in the end zone. Well, I guess they wanted to get the first down, right?
Yeah.
But I think they're a little short here. Let's see where they mark it. Have to get down near the 8.
Timeout. Calvert Hall.
It'll be 4th and short, I think.
You should have waited for the measurement. I'd have demanded a measurement here.
Twan Young. Good hard run.
Well, they got to call 2 plays here. They got to sneak it for the first down, and then get right back up and line up and throw the ball in the end zone a couple times.
56 seconds left. Loyola leads Calvert Hall 21-7. Loyola scored first. Calvert Hall answered on a halfback option pass. Mike Newton to Wagner. That was a 32-yard play. Made it 7-all, and then right at the end of the first half with 20 seconds left, Brady Smith scored his 2nd touchdown of the game, made it 14-7. The only scoring here in the second half, Loyola went 85 yards in 9 plays. Brady Smith got his 3rd touchdown on a 4-yard run, and now Calvert Hall knocking on the door here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this is a play where you do get the ball in the hands maybe of Mike Newton, and this is, the short yards is when you can really break one, and you get through that first level. You can go all the way on it.
You got the wide side to the right side. You could always give it to Newton with the pass run option too. Threw for 1 touchdown.
They got the power eye.
Robinson off to Newton. He's got the first down and then gets out of bounds. Stops the clock with 50 seconds left. 3 yards on the game.
Surprised he didn't cut back to the inside there where he had the shot. He was thinking out of bounds, but you have to remember the clock's going to stop when you get the first down anyhow. take your shot, cut back inside. You only want to go out of bounds when you know the clock is going to keep running.
Yeah. So the ball's on the 6. 50 seconds to play. Newton, the tailback, fake to him.
Fullback.
Robinson out in the flat, well covered out there.
Too
low.
late.
Yeah.
Too late. He was open early. That's their favorite player, is to sneak the fullback out off the counter down to the goal line.
That was DeMar Montgomery. He was the intended receiver. That only cost him 6 seconds and a down. Brian Abbott closing in on his second straight Turkey Bowl win. Not done yet. This is Newton. Cuts back in, and he's down to about the 1. Clock running, 36 seconds left.
That's their last timeout. They had the one where the clock was running down up here. Then they had these two
Charge
right here.
timeout. Calvert Hall. Calvert Hall's last timeout.
So you got a touchdown here, an extra point. You get within 7. Onside kick. Got the wind behind you, then you throw up that Hail Mary and see what happens.
Yeah, well, I guarantee you.
If you're Jay Robinson, that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, exactly. And I guarantee you that's what the coaches on the sideline of Loyola are thinking right now. So just stop them now. I don't want to go through an onside kick and then throw the ball up and have to worry about something happening. You know, if you've been in football long enough, you've seen it happen. You've seen it happen.
I think Doug Flutie just hit the 20th anniversary of his Hail Mary. And now Brian Abbott looks like he wants timeout.
The charge timeout. Loyola.
Want to get their defense set right. Boy, that turkey's really getting well done.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he figures we got to be here till 1 o'clock or something on the programming.
So there's Brian Abbott and his Loyola Dons trying to end the year 10-1. They only lost to Gilman in overtime. Calvert Hall came in at 3-7. And as you said, Stan, they played a tough schedule and played a lot of teams real
they played
close.
Gwynn Park, number 4 team ranked in the state. Us was number 4 or 5 ranked in the state. They almost beat Gwynn Park. It was 28-24 game. Loyola's ranked in the top 10 in the state. They've had one of the tougher schedules in the state, no doubt about that. And I know Loyola really wants this game because of Van Brooks as much as anything.
Sure.
You know,
I think the motivation here, a 9-1 team, probably a little better than Calvert Hall, but then you throw in the emotion of Van Brooks and the Turkey Bowl and all that's gone with it this year.
And funny, you talked about Ray Lewis going. I mean, at church they were talking. They had an email from a guy who was there when Ray was there. He talked about Ray, you know, stroking his head and giving him a kiss on the cheek and doing things.
Here we go, play action fake, and there he is, wide open, touchdown. Robinson flips it out to his tight end, Aiden Jones. Good looking play. Fake it to Newton, draw the defense, and Jones all by himself.
Tight ends crossed. Jones started on his right, Robinson on his left. You watch right here. They watch him cross in the backfield. C9 right there.
Sneaking through.
Sneak through. Touchdown. Very nicely, well conceived to play. Out of the power eye, they're running set.
Now is this miracle comeback. Step 1, as Stan said. Then you got to get the point after. Then you got to get the onside kick. And he missed it. Rampola hit it wide to the right. Still doesn't close them out because they can still get 2 to tie.
Two-point conversion, that's right.
So no extra point. Looked like the kick was wide to the right side. And as we said, not making any excuses, but it is extremely windy here. Wasn't that way when the game started, but around halftime the winds really picked up.
Plus these goalposts are 4 feet smaller than they are.
It is 4 feet
on the high school level.
Yeah, they're kicking on NFL goalposts here today at M&T, and there's a reaction. Vince Rampolo's been very good. I think he came in 21 of 28. Converted,
75%.
Converted his first one in this game. He's been a good kicker for him. 2 of 3 of field goals.
This is tough conditions for kickers here today.
See the papers blowing around the field.
Well, the wind and the goalpost and the hash marks and all those different things make it really tough.
Calvert Hall scoring drive, 12 plays, 77 yards, used up 248. So 31 seconds left. Calvert Hall will attempt an onside kick here.
They'll line up everybody all the way to the right-hand side. The kicker will put the ball down, hit it on top, and try to get it to the second bounce to be a real high bounce. And then all the other 10 guys will be going down there. Half of them will be blocking, the other half will be trying to knock the other guys down, and the other half will be trying to recover the football.
And Poli trying to get it to stay on the tee. It's the wind we've been talking about.
Yeah, Loyola needs to shift some of their guys over a little bit more.
And now it blows off the tee.
Loyola's got half of their front line over here where there is nobody.
Calvert Hall might lose a guy here because they may have to have somebody hold it.
It makes it tough to do this, to kick the top of the football when somebody's holding it.
Yeah. He may lose a finger.
See about Charlie Brown acts here, huh? Or Lucy, I guess it would be.
All right, here we go. Last gasp. Loyola on top, 21-13, 31 seconds left. Rampola ready for the onside kick. That kicked it a little too far.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
And Loyola covers up, and that should do it. They just need to take knees now. Calvert Hall has used up all their timeouts, one knee, and this thing should be over.
Yeah, you need to kick that from one side all the way across, only about 10 yards deep,
yeah.
you know.
That
so
went through
you have
the first line.
Yeah, that went 25 yards deep. You wanted about 10, 12 yards deep, where you had that on-charging group of 10 guys, and if there's any bobble at all, you have everybody there to recover it.
Well, good competitive game, Stan. Both teams made plays and
about what we expected.
Yeah,
expected a hard-fought game going down to the very end of the game.
You might say 9-1 against 3-7. Oh, this looks like a blowout. Doesn't happen.
Not in these type of games. As I said, these games are built on emotion.
And there's the final knee as Mike Kemp came on.
Senior captain.
Yeah, senior captain who completed 67% of his passes.
I know. I saw him before our game in films. Thought he was a very good quarterback.
And the Turkey Bowl is over, so the 85th meeting between these two goes to Loyola. The Dons win it. They're now 10-1 on the year. We'll be back with more. Final score, Loyola 21, Calvert Hall 13.
Baltimore County Savings Bank Turkey Bowl. Brought to you by Baltimore County Savings Bank. Come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank. Murray Cellular Associates. One-stop shopping for all your wireless needs. And Under Armour. The advantage is undeniable. Murray Cellular Associates, an authorized singular wireless agent, has been your best choice for wireless service since 1990. Murray Cellular Associates keeps you connected on select plans with rollover minutes, free nights and weekends, plus family talk lines starting at just $9.99. And now with 2 locations, Murray Cellular Associates truly is your one-stop shop for all your wireless needs.
Hi, I'm Tom Murray with Murray Cellular Associates. Thank you for your business and happy Thanksgiving.
Tired of waiting in line? Then start banking online with Baltimore County Savings Bank. Visit baltcosavings.com, click the online banking link, and start paying bills, check account balances, transfer funds, and more, all from the convenience of your home, 24 hours a day. No checks to write, stamps to buy, or lines to wait in. So stop banking in line and start banking online when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank, FDIC insured.
Buying a new TV should be fun. So why do some places make it so hard to choose? To understand? Well, at Tweeter, they've got people who know today's TVs inside and out, who can help you sort out your options and set up your system, who can make sure you actually enjoy your investment. At Tweeter, they've got the people who can simplify your life and the power to untangle your mind.
Buying or selling a home? Call Jim Stevens at RE/MAX Elite Realty, 410-931-9200.
Loyola 21-13 winner. Jamie Costello with a couple of stars from the Dons.
Rob Utz, Brady Smith. Going out as a senior, nothing better than this.
Nothing better at all, man. I never dreamed of this. It's my third Turkey Bowl, and to be able to play well and come out with a victory is a dream come true.
You were running like you saw daylight all day today.
The game plan was to run the ball if we all could, and we had trouble passing at some point, so we decided to just grind it out on the ground, and we know we could do it.
All right, Rob, great game. Brady, 4 years, baby. It's all over.
I know, it was great. It was great 4 years. I've been following the school for all 17 years, and it couldn't have been any better. Just we did it all for Van, really.
He's here today. What did that mean to the team, him showing up?
It was the greatest thing that could have happened for us. He just, it's more amazing what he did than what any of us have ever done. It's not. I can't even talk about it.
I understand. 3 touchdowns for you today. 3rd and short, you stopped him. The great tackle there.
It's just I gotta go hard every play, and a couple injuries, but it happens. So it was great.
All right, gentlemen, hold it up high.
Hold it up.
There's where you do it. You do it for this, the trophy, and for Van Brooks. Back upstairs.
All right, good job, Jamie, and there you've got the player of the game as well, the Bob Bell Automotive Group player of the game. Who else? Brady Smith, 3 touchdowns, played some great defense, Stan.
Well, yeah, he had all 3 touchdowns. He also blocked well and allowed Rob Utz to gain 98 yards. Brady Smith had 99. So those 2 guys, the guys that we, keyed on before the game, as you see Utz leading Brady Smith into the end zone for 2 touchdowns in a row.
Cavalier telephone play of the game. Calvert Hall's Mike Newton rushed for 145 yards, but he can throw the ball too.
That's why he's that center fielder in baseball. He's got a good arm. Yeah, he was a star today. He was 145 yards rushing, a 32-yard touchdown pass, 10 yards of carry. Big game for him in his last game.
Josh Wagner on that touchdown reception. There you see some of the final stats. First downs, Loyola with a little edge. A lot of offense in this game, but a pretty good job from both sides. Thanks for your help, Stan. Enjoyed it today. We want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at 2 Sports. Final score today, Loyola over Calvert Hall, 21-13. Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody.
God bless.